Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Confessions 369. It's your girl Celeste T here. We supposed to get started with the open panel tonight. So we're gonna let everybody introduce themselves. We're gonna give people time to get into the chats and everything. So let's get going. How y'all doing?
I'm good. How you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Just hustling and bustling, moving, taking care of everything I need to take care of
That's good.
to get started.
Yep.
Today I was thinking maybe we can talk about like crash outs, rebellious kids, parenting styles, inflation, like whatever's on anybody's mind. Let's go ahead and dive into it.
Crash out. What you mean crash out?
People that just cannot handle it. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's going on, they're crashing out. Any little minor thing on the news and stuff like that, people are like low key crashing out and like taking their lives, other people's lives, hurting other people. It's like if you say one wrong thing to a person, they want to crash out and want to take your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how things go. Like we have to have some type of emotional intelligence to where we're not going out here reacting off of our emotions and our feelings because our feelings got hurt.
Hmm.
A lot of people
So when I
poor,
look at crash outs, that's how I think of a crash out.
but sis, all I'm saying is like right now, a lot of people lost their jobs. They losing their benefits. They ain't got hope. So what can they do besides turn to crime? A lot of people are turning to crime so they can survive.
Crashing out in crime is different.
No, I mean, but it's damn near the same thing. Like
I
when
mean,
you not waiting till you starving. Now you go and steal you a piece something from the store. Like you know what I mean? You right. It's a
Oh
difference. It's totally different. But
yeah, that's not crashing out. That's self preservation to me.
yeah,
yeah.
that's
Right.
survival.
That's surviving for me. Like pretty soon it's gonna be a time where people ain't gonna have money and shit like that. We should be able to go in the stores and get exactly what we need and be up out of there and not
Man,
be charged.
I just heard something on the news where the dude said you should kill homeless people.
What?
Yeah, it was a
Is that
dude,
the new
some
food?
sort of
What was that?
He said that
yeah. What was
somebody
it?
suggested unaliving unhoused people, homeless people.
Yes, he said that, and he said that if you don't, he said that if you don't accept the programs that they're trying to give you, the help that they're trying to give you, then they should be able to kill homeless people. Like, and since
Wow.
he said that on CNN, and since he said that, a lot of homeless people have been getting attacked on the streets. Like, it's not, you know, these people don't take their platform seriously. You know, they
You know,
saying a bunch of crazy things.
Right. That's wild to me. Like there are resources out there for people that are unhoused and homeless, and there are rules, and some people they don't make the requirements or they don't make the rules and stuff like that. But if you don't want to be, if you want to change your situation, then of course you're going to want to use those resources. But now, on top of that, trying to find somewhere to stay. Now they got to worry about their safety for real, because they don't know what's going to happen to them.
but look, that
Right.
shit's gonna sound safe anyway. Look, for motherfuckers to say that I ain't gonna trust you anyway. If you say we should die if we don't let you help us, then I'm not about to trust you any motherfucking way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a trap. That's a motherfucking trap.
Right. And I thought this was the good old US of A where you had the freedom to choose what you wanted to do with your life,
Hey,
whether it
look,
is to waste it or whatever that is,
hey, look,
whatever that may be.
hey, look. Based off of the USA, I know it goes according to their doctrine. They don't withstand none of that shit that they be talking about.
Yeah, right now it seemed like they really showing us that they don't give a damn.
Yeah.
You know, it's tax
So
the poor.
we got to understand that these words that they use is just meant to pacify us and shut us the fuck up. You know what I mean? They're always gonna
That's a
do
big key word. The words that they use.
yeah.
Yep.
That's always gonna be the shit. They always gonna be doing something else other than what the fuck they tell us.
Yep.
You know,
And
they
I
might
just
be
don't understand. I don't
like,
understand how people see their life changing and they don't know where it happened at. It's like, look, man, I could tell you exactly where your life changed at. It changed when this policy changed right here. This policy right here fucked your life up. That's what changed. You know what I
And
mean?
which changes how people parent their kids too. It's like now people, I know back in the day, like parents didn't want us to work while we were in school and stuff like that. Most kids nowadays have to work while they're in school.
Yep. In order so they can have the basics,
look,
to survive.
the first thing we must fucking do is not waver to this fucking these motherfuckers because they want motherfuckers to panic and begin to uproar. You know what I mean? I don't need
Well,
nothing
that's
Yep.
what they want to
like, yeah,
push.
nigga, whatever the fuck they do, I could combat something else to survive. You know what I mean? We are made
Well,
to
they really trying to,
grow and thrive. So, nothing that they motherfucking policies did fucked up my life, nigga. No matter what the fuck. Shit may
you
make
know,
it harder, but nigga, if you let some shit fuck up your life, you just roll over. That doesn't make it you just roll over and
Oh
let
my
that shit
God.
happen.
I'm just gonna say it's
Man,
just
I'm not about to
impacting
let
people's lives differently. Some it may impact other people's lives more than it impact your life. My whole thing is now people
at the
are
end of
really
the day,
pushing that race thingy, and we're past that shit. Like
yeah,
we know it's
I'm
there
not
and stuff like
gonna
that, but
I'm not about to stand on no
we're
excuse.
not fit to indulge in the race shit. Like only rats run races.
Look, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not about to be fear mongered in the shit, nigga. I'm not about to be
Exactly.
living off of no fear of nothing these motherfuckers could do. Because anything I could do, it could be 10 times worse than what these motherfuckers could do to myself. You know what I mean? So fuck them. I ain't worried about what these motherfuckers may or may not could do. I ain't.
Right. It's say nine. What's up?
I think Dad got out.
We'll give this say nine a chance. I think she on mute right now, but we'll give her time to get in, introduce herself and her platform, and keep diving into these conversations. But yeah, like we're not gonna fall for the fear mongering. That's out.
Okay, I'm on here, y'all.
Hey,
Can
it's
y'all hear
say
me?
nine. What's the tease?
What's good?
We was just on here talking about how they really trying to push a race war low key. Like before we dive into like the parenting and the rebellious kids and stuff like that, is like they really was like trying to get people out here to do some race war stuff. And like we're not on that. We're
Hello?
trying to make things better. We're trying to get our kids on track. We're trying to build businesses and stuff like that. So we're not falling for the fear mongering.
Hey, look, I go to war with who go to war with me.
Exactly.
You feel me? I don't give a fuck who they want me to go to war. Whatever they want me to do is never gonna happen like they want that shit to happen.
Right.
What they say, I'm a certified crash out. Push me the right way, you go get everything you asked for. And on this parenting don't come with a manual. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff with my kids. Basically wanting to choose the streets. But I'm trying to show them different and lead by example.
And that's all we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, sometimes it takes what a tribe. Everybody say a village. I say a tribe to raise kids. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, but sometimes
me personally, my daughter went through that rebellious stage with me. My boys, not so much. You know what I'm saying? But once they go out there on their own and they see what it really is, they'll change it. They'll switch it up. They'll be like, dang, mom was going through all of this. Dang, dad had to do all of this. You feel me? So
Yeah. Sometimes
it's
lessons are
like,
learned best first handed. You feel me?
yeah.
You could tell somebody everything they need to hear, but sometimes they got to see that shit for themselves for that shit to register.
Yeah.
You feel me? Right.
Because
I got a
nowadays
question.
it's like nowadays the kids got to go to work to help the parents make it nowadays because of inflation and everything that's going on in our economy right now.
Correct. And kids feel like they need more money more than just being a kid.
And then they think they grown because they working and helping providing for the family and stuff like that, even though they still got to take their ass to school. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I've been dealing with that. Oh, we want to sell candy on the weekends and all that stuff, but when they go make their little money, they come back and feel like they don't gotta listen, or they don't gotta do chores, or they paid their own phone bill, so they don't gotta do a certain type of stuff.
right. And tell them it's more than just paying bills to being an adult. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what? Some adults don't even pay their bills. Let's just keep it 100. Like, it ain't no manual to this.
And I'm
It
gonna be
ain't
honest, I'm one of them adults. I hate bills, but at the end of the day, I have to pay bills to make sure everything stays sustained. And right now, I got help, so before I didn't have help like that to pay bills and trying to figure things out, working two jobs. Like I always had multiple jobs until I just started having
doing your own business
kids.
and stuff.
Yeah, I started my own business during COVID. It was going good, but when you doing business with people and friends, they don't want to pay you how you should be paid.
Yeah, that's
That
mean
is so true.
they don't value your time. You know, and they ain't value what you're trying to do. You know what I
Like
mean?
you owe them something when when they should be out here supporting you. You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
You know.
it be the ones that you don't know that support you the most, though. You know, you have those few that's gonna ride with you till the wheels fall off, though. You feel me from the beginning?
Some people ride with you as long as it benefits them. You know what I mean? So if they think they could get something from you, they'll hype you up. You know what I mean? They'll do this and do that. You know what I mean? On the outside, on the outside of doing anything for you, and there's gonna be some, some bullshit. You know what I mean? Just some recognition bullshit. You know what I mean?
I
People,
say I get more support on negativity than positive stuff, like pushing the show. Like I'm involved with a comedian. I got my husband has his friend coming out here to do a show, Boo Capone, and it's like I be sharing the flyers, but you will see who gonna support once they get to the event.
mm,
And I just pay attention to that. I support everybody, even a like, a share, subscribing to their channel is helping them. Like people don't
Right.
understand that neither. Like that's why I was talking with Celeste about just starting our own stuff, like just staying focused on our building our brands. Period. Point blank. Like I'ma support hers. I'ma push it all the way, and if I could get her on a platform that I know I got access to, I'ma push her all the way there too. Because
Right.
at the
Vice
end of the
versa. We're
day,
gonna push each other stuff.
right. And that's why, like, I always reach out to y'all. I'll be like, my brother do music. Like, my brother make beats. I'll be telling everybody about y'all. Like, I know y'all do a lot. Like, you be writing music and stuff like that. So I'll be trying to make sure I'll be like, no, I got somebody to do it. Or let me see if they got time to do it, you know?
yeah.
But other than that, like, it'd be hard to get people to support, especially in your own city. They be hating.
Especially in
Sometimes,
your own city.
sometimes that be the hardest place. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
the hate be real out here, but at the end of the day, I ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna keep pushing. It's still growing with or without them. Like you
Right.
gotta
Let's just
understand
be
that the brand gonna
100.
grow.
Back in the day when I was coming up in this type of industry, didn't nobody want to say they was from Vegas. When we went to auditions back in the day, they told us to tell people we was from Los Angeles. Dead
Wow.
ass.
That's why I was like, man, when I seen Neil, I'm like, my sister know that man, I'm
I know
like, my
a lot
sister,
of famous people,
yes.
yo. I came up around a lot.
My big cousin Corey used to be a Kappa. We used to be with 702 and all them taking us behind scenes when they doing video shoots and
Yep.
all that. Like
Yep.
you being in sorority and all the parties and stuff, just being able to watch and learn from certain situations. Like
Right.
we gotta stick together around here because they gonna support their brand and we gonna support ours. And that's just period. And
Exactly.
I'm gonna support everybody's stuff. If I feel like your stuff is dope, I'm gonna shout you out. Shout me out. A shout out for shout out. A like for a like. You feel me? But people don't be on
Even
that.
if you just representing the city, you feel me? We're gonna put some shine on you.
So
Join the podcast.
how
We'll do
y'all
an interview.
how y'all feel about everyone saying that Vegas has no talent and Vegas is dead? How y'all feel about that?
Who said that shit?
A lot
Everybody
of
is saying
people.
it. A lot of people saying we barely have people coming here repping. We
No
barely have people
culture.
coming from here.
It's because the casinos they hire out. You know what I mean? So once we start getting some residencies and shit like that, it'll be cool. But honestly, we don't support Vegas artists. Like nobody support Vegas artists.
I do. Send me your music. I'll try to get you on the Black Music Awards.
100%.
You gotta send me your music. You gotta make sure you out and giving out to your community. You gotta make sure you backing what you say, far as the music wise. You know,
That part.
like you can't be saying you're a rapper in the city and you ain't did no backpack drive or you ain't fed the homeless or you ain't even got out in the community events and nobody's seeing you passing out your flyers and what you got coming up next. That's why I
All
would
I
get with sis to do a platform where we could start bringing all the Vegas rappers on. If you think you got that hot shit, hit us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel you. It's all about talent and wanting to do something and
and
building
it's
a
who you
community
know
around it.
too.
Cause
It's who you really know.
it's a lot of good rappers out here. Shit, it's a lot
There's a
of
lot of
fire ass
talented
rappers out
people
here.
out here, and they don't want to deal with what's going on in the industry. But you have to find the right management team.
I'm gonna say they are in the industry. It's a lot of good rappers out here that is in the industry, making beats for people, writing raps for people. They
They're
just
just
not in the
independent.
main eye. Yeah, they just not in the public eye like that. But it's a lot of talented people out here.
Well, if you guys know anybody that you feel is dope enough or feel like they up next, please let me know because I don't got no problem with doing an interview, shouting them out, playing their music, none of that. Coming to music videos, doing interviews at the videos. You never know who you gonna meet at somebody music video. Everybody be networking nowadays, so if you know somebody, just let me know.
And
Yeah, and
me
my thing,
personally, I like the people behind the scenes. Them the people I really want to interview and stuff. The ones behind the scenes. And like sis say, she can take the ones in the front. I take the ones behind the scenes. You feel me? Like
yeah,
that
Who
what
who
like
doing
intrigues
producing? Who
me, how
making
it
beats?
moves. Yeah, like the producers, the engineers, the managers, the agents, like
Promoters, who is really,
promoters,
yeah, because if
DJs,
yeah, like as long as people see that it's a
dancers.
way that they can make some money, I think that they'll be with it. Like they just got to be able to see the money in it.
but everybody be wanting to make money off the jump in this industry. The money don't just come right off the back. You got to put that time and dedication. I know people that's been in this industry for over 35 40 years almost, and they music is still going. They still got so much music they haven't released, and they're just looking to be their authentic selves. Like at the end of the day, like if you feel like you that person, reach out to us.
Yeah,
I remember back in the day when we was doing casting calls and stuff like that. we would take a road for free. Like that's how when I came up, we would do a road for free just to get the exposure.
Right.
Yeah.
I want everybody to October 4th. Boo Capone gonna be here at C3 Lounge. Y'all get y'all tickets. It's gonna be epic. Like, if y'all don't know who Boo Capone is, y'all don't watch comedy. Period. Point blank. Look him up.
Yeah, I heard of him.
Man, and he funny as hell. Low key, he got a series on Tubi and all that. Y'all
Yeah,
go
who
check
gonna
it
be?
out.
And he just headlining, right?
Right.
He the headline. All right, so it's gonna be
Yeah.
other people, other funny people. It's a couple of funny. It's a lot of comedians out here too that's funny as hell. Like
Yeah.
they just need exposure. Like they good though. They got their spots. They got their clubs locked.
Like there's a lot of performers that be downtown and on the strip and stuff too out there, doing their talent and stuff, hoping that the casino see them and ask them to play in the lounge or maybe do a show or an audition for a spot to have a residency. But it takes time and you got to have the following. You know what I'm saying? They only booking if they're going to get paid, period.
Yeah,
These
it's like you
casinos,
got
they want the money.
the casinos. They want you to be able to pay the insurance just in case some shit fuck up. That's why hip hop shows is hard on the strip. Like it's harder. So but at the end of the day, it's all about the person wanting to do that. It's like if you want to be the person that open up the gate and put a platform out here for the music, I think that that's a good job, but I know that it's a hard one because it's a lot of
Yeah.
chiefs. It's a lot of chiefs and not too many Indians in this motherfucker. So it's just
Right.
hard.
Look, Vegas, you
But
have
you
so
gotta
many
put into
different
yourself as well.
opportunities though, because you can perform at the lounges, you can perform at the hookah lounges, you can perform in the lounges inside the strip, you can perform at the stadiums or at the Sphere. It's so many places to have performances at. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah, I
Vegas
just think
is the new Hollywood. Vegas is the new Hollywood.
yeah, and it's a lot of good rappers like that you can actually build a movement behind. They had their movements out here locally that you can actually build a movement behind. But it's like, what is they interested in? Because they can
Vegas
do it. It's like
shouldn't
they got
thrive
the
in
money.
Hollywood. But,
This one person said Vegas had no culture. That's why we the way we are. And I'm like, I think Vegas has a lot of culture. It's just that we
you
have a
know,
lot of people that come to Vegas from different places. We have a
I
lot of tourists. You know what I'm
you know,
saying?
I don't know the reason for motherfuckers who ain't from Vegas to have so much fucking opinions about Vegas. Get the fuck out of Vegas. Don't talk about Vegas if you got an issue with the motherfucker.
Here you go
It's
with
the
that
people.
Vegas word. Nah, we trying to make connections all over. Let
I'm
them
getting
talk
tired
that
of these
shit.
niggas.
But y'all come out, all the artists in Vegas. If you out here, come showcase your shit. Send me
Yeah.
your shit. Who up next? That's what we looking for. Who up next? If you got the hottest shit, you got a hot single out, send it to us. I just dropped a website. If you trying to be in a award show because Black Music Awards just passed. It's coming up next year. If you feel like you got that music, submit your music. Let me know you submitted your music so I can support you and I can promote people to go
Right.
vote for you.
See if we can post that link in the comments so
I
we can
did.
so I can highlight it on the screen.
I did. I don't know how to pin it though.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
I ain't know some whole ass niggas be hating on Vegas like that. I ain't know.
You got to think when you're coming from different cities and stuff and they don't see the culture because I'm going to keep it real. Vegas is a tourist city. Like, they don't come in the heart of the culture. That's why I'm doing a documentary where the culture come from. And once this documentary drop, they'll know it's culture here and it's music here and it's talent here. Get out and find
You
it.
know,
So that's the
these
website right
niggas.
there, you guys, right there, blinkshowtv.com. Make sure y'all check it out. Make sure y'all subscribe.
And I'm just like on some real stuff. Vegas gotta support Vegas. LA support they people. That's one thing about them. They're gonna support their people. It's so sad out here that Vegas people don't support their own because they be hating because they didn't do it first or this person did it first. It don't matter. Long as it's getting done, long as you getting heard, long as
Yeah,
people bringing you up, it shouldn't matter. We all should
yeah,
support each other,
And
especially in
not
the
only
industry
that,
wise.
Vegas has a lot of people from different cities and states here. So of course they're gonna stay with their home state. You feel me? Of course they're gonna rock with LA. Of course they're gonna rock with St. Louis. Of course they're gonna rock with Detroit.
That's why we gotta rock with
so
ours.
then they can take
We got a lot
they
of
put
dope
their ass
artists.
back to wherever the fuck they came from.
You got two artists on this platform right now. You got, well, really four, because we all do music, rap, poetry, paint. We
Yeah,
do a lot of stuff.
We're all
Misfit
creative.
and
We're
all
all
them, like
artists.
it's a lot of people out in Vegas that's talented. Bay Blue, is the Blue Money team. Like, man, it's a lot of people out here that's really doing their thing.
yeah,
Trey
I know.
Bizzle, he put on for the West Side folks. Like at the end of the day, you just gotta get out there and look for the talent, and you can find talent in the most rare spots. Like we should come together and do a showcase.
I really think we should
Who's
You know,
come
best in
together
Vegas?
and put together a showcase and live stream it.
Right. It's a lot of people out here
look,
that is really doing some stuff. Neighborhood Six, it's a lot of people. Like, and I'm saying all over, just in general. Like when they be having the meetings where they're getting everybody to network, I think people should come out and attend because you never know who you gonna meet at the meetings.
yeah,
Went to a
Exactly.
press conference and met some people I never thought I'd ever meet.
mhm.
It's basically putting yourself in better rooms.
And make sure your music and everything is in order, because if I send somebody to your page and it's not a business page, make sure your stuff is in order. Don't be sending a link, the music ain't finished, mixed and mastered and stuff like that. If you're looking for somebody to mix and master, you got two people on this platform right now.
Yeah, look up Big Ball Entertainment.
Blink Show TV, you got Stick Game Media. If you're looking for somebody to mix and master your stuff, I just dropped some people for you guys. Brother, you need to pin your business on here too.
Yeah,
I'm
big
a
vote.
talent scout. You feel like you got talent? Inbox me. It say nah on IG. On all platforms, you can find me IG, TikTok, and Facebook. So how
And
y'all
don't
feel
be
about
shy.
everything that's going on right now?
Right. Don't be shy. It's your time. Let it shine. Feel me?
What
Right. Like just in general with the music,
you said? What
how
we feel about what?
Kendrick. I said, how do you feel about Kendrick killing Drake career? Like, you think Drake gonna make a comeback?
I feel like
Hell no. Drake done.
I
Yeah,
feel
he
like
did that. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta go listen to the music because he's saying some stuff that I'm like, damn, I ain't even hear that part. Or let me go watch the video, or I ain't catch that. Like he got
I
some he
feel
got some
I feel
messages in his videos and stuff.
I feel like just like the world is due for a reset, the music industry is due for a reset.
I
And
think Kendrick is that
we
reset though.
seeing
Have y'all have y'all been noticing though that the industry is pushing a lot of 80s shit? Or is it just
it's
me?
gonna be a he.
They
You said it's
pushing
pushing a lot
that.
of what?
Like 80s type of vibe. Like
You
I
know
don't know why
everything is
I'm getting like
recycled.
late 80s.
You know
Huh?
everything
When it comes to like
is
when it comes
recycled.
to like the fashion and how the videos and stuff are structured
Yeah,
It
and
always
like
recycle.
everything
yeah,
is cycled. Yeah, they be
right.
repairing.
Well, shit. You always recycle good shit, right?
Right. I'll
You know
keep it
what I
real.
mean?
80s was a good era. I came up in that.
80s, 90s, the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? When stuff was really making
When
sense
grandma
to
was cooking Sunday dinner every Sunday.
exactly. Now grandma in the club twerking ass every Sunday. Shit.
What is this? Well, look, what is the world coming to?
You know, it's a lot of grandmas out there trying to be young aunties. But it's you know, if you got a young heart, live it. Shit, I don't give a fuck. Long as you know you ain't out there hurting people.
So, brother, what do you got for as music or entertainment wise going on? Do you have anything new you're dropping or working on? Do you
Yeah,
have any
I got
plays and
some serious.
movies?
Well, I know
I
we're
got some
working
shit.
on High
I got some shit. I'm
Confessions track,
to drop.
so we got that in the works.
Oh, you getting the intro done?
Yeah, you know, High Confession is gonna be coming with her tracks and stuff. So
We got I got something called Layers and something called Colors coming. It's gonna be two different projects I'm gonna be dropping. You know what I mean? And then outside of that, it's I got a book coming.
You got a book? Oh, make sure I get the book. You know I love books.
It's called Free Doom.
Oh yeah. Politically,
Uh,
I know you be on some political. Where would you go to some political?
you can tell.
they're
I
not
can tell.
political hippies for nothing.
You know,
Check
political
out that
hippies. We
merchandise
gonna be
coming
coming.
soon.
You ain't got no merch or nothing yet.
Yeah, we're gonna be dropping.
I got merch coming out, sweatsuits,
We got
penthouse baddie sweatsuits. You know, I got the show that's about to get ready and drop. We filming that. Um, I got some behind the scenes at events that I got invited to that I'm gonna drop as well. I've been doing a lot of just eating in town, trying to figure out what's good, and checking some of the TikTokers' opinion on some of the food.
hmm
I am gonna
yeah.
do a book about my life. Y'all know I've been through so much, and it's just so much I want to explain to people as being a single mother. Being a parent don't come with a handbook, and my transition and what I'm transitioning to. I mean, if your kids ain't on board and you don't got the proper support, it could take some time. But at this moment, I feel like my support is good. I'm getting everything where I needed to be to drop my book and tell my story about what I went through. With the DVs and how I transitioned on getting out of it, and you know um, fighting for the kids and a bunch of stuff.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah,
Teaching the kids
I
morals and
actually
principles.
finished writing my book and stuff, but I gotta put it on ice for a minute. My book gotta stay on ice for a minute.
For sure, for sure.
Mm.
But
I
I
did
can
my cover.
also
I'll send
write
y'all a
about
picture of my
other
cover.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can put it in segments. You know what I'm saying? Like the part that I need to put on ice, I'm thinking about removing it and making it like a second book.
Yeah, a
And
separate
just release
a
this first
sequel.
part leading up to that, and then drop that one. You feel
Yeah,
me?
do a sequel.
Yeah.
I feel that. I feel that. I also wanted to, get into like shining light just on the community period, how the community from when we was coming up as kids have changed, like just driving through Vegas and all the
Hmm.
neighborhoods we used to be in is no longer
They
there,
destroyed it.
and yeah,
Yeah.
everything is
They
just
got rid
looking
of it. We used
so.
to have like community centers. There was nothing in the city that the kids couldn't do. They had something to do damn near every day at community centers. You know what I'm saying? They had tutoring services, and most of these things were free. They were non-profited. They was funded. You know what I'm saying?
Summer
So
camps,
yeah,
like they
summer
don't even have
camps,
that no
winter
more.
camps. They was even having things to where they can teach kids different trades, work programs, things like that. And it's like the community has really moved away
Yeah,
from that.
remember wreck and
Yeah,
roll and shit.
like it's a lot of people trying to save these
Yeah.
kids, and these kids need help. I see a lot of kids, and just watching my kids become teens and how they act with certain things, and how kids are just carrying themselves. Everybody ain't your friend is the motto, and it shouldn't be like that. I remember my friend from third grade is my friend still to this day. Like, I don't get it. Like, the friendship
Look,
thing with the kids is
I'm gonna,
just
I'm
so
gonna be
much.
honest. I believe a lot of that. I believe a lot of that shit is socially engineered from the music and the television and all of that shit that's been. You know what I mean? Everything is be desensitizing people. You know, and there be so many shit that be pushed into these kids' face on a daily basis. You know
Right.
what I mean? A lot of negative. You know what I mean? And like we say, the subconscious and the mind can't differentiate if that shit's real or not.
And like,
So
if we're being honest, a
people
lot of
are,
the negative stuff will get more views than
The
the more
positive.
positive things. You know what I'm saying? And the kids, that's what they're turning to is the TikTok and the streaming and stuff. And some of these kids are really making good content and making money. You feel
Right.
me?
Mm-hmm.
It concerns me when they go out there and they doing wild things for these views. You know what I'm saying? Like with all the violence and stuff like that, but they getting the views. Maybe they're helping their family out. Maybe it's low
I
key
mean,
scripted. They got people in the hood and they got it scripted. If they got it like that,
the
then
truth,
damn, they got a whole production. But I'm not saying it's like that. I just
the,
think they're like
the
hood fights. You
truth,
feel me?
Right.
And like you see grown ups
the
out
truth
there
of the
watching
matter
kids
is,
fighting stuff.
most,
That's an issue.
yeah, most of these streamers that be doing good, it's like a very small percentage of them. You know what I mean? So there is gonna be people trying to follow them. You know what I mean? But they ain't gonna make nearly as much money because them other people they got sponsors and all of this other shit. So they doing this to try to
Right,
garner the
They
same
need to
success
be
as
honest
these
with the
people.
kids. If
It ain't
they
gonna work like
gon'
that.
yeah, they need
right.
to be honest about how they have to put in work. It's hard work to do streaming and entertainment and stuff like that. And you got to read the contracts.
A lot of these,
Read them
a lot of these
contracts.
people be playing. A lot of
Read the
these
small
people that
print.
be
Man,
this, I'm talking about the mega players, and they be put there to steer your kids a certain way.
Right.
And we can't trust all this shit that we see. We can't trust that shit
Exactly.
anyway. You know what I mean? Some of these motherfuckers just plants that's meant to steer your kid. Okay, it makes sense. Okay, the kid be more into streaming and doing all this. Now, yeah, they get turned away from whatever the fuck the parents saying based off of these motherfuckers. Like, you know what I mean? It's like some little seeds these motherfuckers be planting or something. Like, I don't know what these motherfuckers be on. You can't trust all of them.
man, I feel like when it comes to parenting, you just gotta like my problem with me and my kids. I don't. I be caving on my kids. I be like, nah, go ahead do it. But I'm not. You gotta stand firm with a kid. You gotta let a kid know that everything they get, you gotta earn it. You can't just everything is a handout.
Yeah,
I had to get a job to get some name brand shoes. My mama wasn't having that. Her house better be clean, and you better not be disrespectful.
Right.
Like at the end of the day, people raise
And
their
that's what
kids
I
differently.
and that's what I was saying when we was coming up though. We had programs to where we was working at 11 years old through Nevada Partners. Nevada Partners had a program where they would hire junior high schoolers
To get
to do
work
summer
experience.
jobs to make money and they help with school clothes and everything. You feel me?
we
Keep them
had
out
this.
of trouble and
We had
everything.
this.
Kept them
We
out
had
of trouble, gave them responsibility, got them ready for the real world. They figured out what they
this.
really wanted to do when they got to high school.
But we got to figure out what some of that shit is too. Cause look, we was in a program called Coins. These motherfuckers, they took us on a prison bus, and
Put
they
that
took
battery
us to
light off.
different places. They took us to different places to clean up shit.
See, I ain't never did coins, but I
But
remember going to
I
the
ain't never
they
heard
gave
of
us,
YMCA.
coin.
they gave us $15 at the end of the day. And if you did good, you got a bonus. You got $25.
Oh wow. No, I remember going to the YMCA doing like little
Yeah,
classes there in Casa Rosa. They used to have the community center. I used to
yeah.
go there
The
to
Park
learn how
County
to
Parks and
parent and just
Recreation.
yeah, just interact with other kids and stuff like that. I remember like going. I used to never want to go to summer camp, but they always signed us up. My butt crying every time we had to go, but I went and I enjoyed it. To go to Circus. I got to meet with Casarosa. I got to meet Ron BMC. You know, we went to the Hard Rock Cafe. They took us
Yeah,
out
we
to
went to a
eat. We went
lot of
shopping.
places.
Oh yeah.
Like it was a
You
lot of
you
stuff for
know,
these kids.
camping up at Lee Canyon was my favorite. You know what I'm saying? All those trails and stuff like that. I love hiking on those trails
Yep.
up there and everything. We
Look,
was
Learning the
actually being
plants.
exposed to different things.
I
You
said,
know what I'm saying?
without that, niggas would have just been stuck in the hood all day.
I learned how to
Exactly.
swim
Come on.
in the projects. We stayed in the Brownies, and they had swim class for the kids that didn't know how to swim because they was opening the pool in the projects, and we had to go take that swim class. That's how I ended up learning how to swim.
Right. When I was working for the Parks and Recreation, we used to go to these places and pick kids up and take them out of their environment into a different one so they know it's not just this. There's other stuff out here that you can
The
go
churches,
for.
the churches was even doing that sometimes.
The church,
Yeah.
yep, going to Oxnard and shopping, and
Adopt a
I
block,
remember a lot of
you
stuff.
know.
Yeah. Going to different churches in different states and stuff. That was fun because you met different people and everything.
Oh, I remember
Hmm.
that fantasy flight shit. Like the first time I went on a plane and shit.
Yep, got your wings and your peanuts at the end of that thing.
Right. Oh, let's not even get in on the holidays when the casinos, all the casinos used to have major parties.
Yeah,
Man,
Major parties.
go somewhere.
see, that's what I'm looking to do. Start a nonprofit, give back to the community, try to help these kids with some other avenues other than choosing gangs and being in the streets. And all these kids know nowadays is gang
Right.
related and kill and
And look,
unaliving people and stuff like that. Like, well, I'm not on that.
let's be real. You do not have to be gang affiliated to be in the music industry.
You don't.
You do not have to.
And you get far being your authentic self.
Yeah. Yeah, it don't make you look better or cooler anyway. You know what I mean? Being yourself make you look better.
Exactly. Let's really do the numbers. People that usually affiliate themselves with gang in the music industry usually end up losing most of their money than keeping.
Dang.
They spend most of their monies on settlements, attorneys, a lot of legal fees. Like, yeah,
And just be willing to invest in yourself. If you want to be the best, you
exactly.
gotta invest and you gotta practice your craft. Like, don't ever give up and don't let nobody tell you can't do it. Have faith and keep going. It's a lot of things that people said I would never do. I graduated high school. I didn't went to college. I didn't went, picked up a couple trades. It's ridiculous how many trades I know how to do, but at the same time, just utilize it for yourself. Don't get the trades and don't do nothing with it.
Yeah. I never thought of like when I think of art, I don't think of it as something that I think of it as something that you I fucking lost my train of thought.
Use to express yourself.
Me, when it comes to my craft, my energy have to flow right. I have to be in that space to where I can create. You know what I mean? So I know some people they can just create regardless. Me, I have to make sure my energy is aligned with what I'm ready to create.
It's like
If that makes sense.
for me it's like
Right.
it's not about it's about what you feel. It's not about doing what somebody want. You know what I mean? Making music somebody want. You know, if somebody tell you to make this type of music or suggest you make, it's about doing what you feel. You know what I mean?
And if it don't feel right, it might not be right.
Yeah, it's forcing it. You know what I mean? And forced shit always sound terrible to me. Like I would
Exactly.
feel
You want to still be able to be the artist that you are without them altering your character or who you are presenting to the world.
like, what do you
Right.
want
Because a
to
lot of
bring
people
to the
sign
world?
contracts and now you wearing all kinds of stuff. You wearing dresses and lipstick and all kinds of things that you might not want
Right.
to wear.
Knowing it's not your personality, knowing it's not who you are deep inside.
So,
But
so,
everybody say they got a price.
so is they a whore or are they an artist? You know what I mean? Are they selling themselves for what other people want and what other people whims of
I
them are?
feel like
That's
They
entertainment.
want to do.
I feel like
Artists,
when you're a true
hey,
artist,
I'm gonna keep
it's
it.
hard to like,
I'm gonna give you what I feel. You know what I mean? If it's
yeah.
entertaining to you, that's one thing. But I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to tell you what I feel. You know what I mean? From
Let's
my
think of an artist that hasn't changed their persona, like
Kendrick.
their thing. You got
Kendrick.
Kendrick, you got Ice Cube, you got Method Man, you got a lot of people out there that stay true to themselves in their craft. You know what I'm saying? You have other people that switch up,
Mhm.
like Little Nas X. You know what I'm saying? Like you have people that's doing stuff that wasn't what they were doing in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how did they get there? What changed? What
You
happened?
know, once you start doing shit for that you don't want to do for money, that's a slippery fucking slope, and you're gonna keep doing the shit, and it's gonna get worse and worse. Don't start it.
Hmm. And invest in yourself. Like I said, invest in yourself. The money gonna come to you.
Yeah,
Own
you
your
know,
masters. Make sure your platform is in order to where if I do refer you to somebody, they could click and listen to your music. Make sure your music is on the music websites.
at some point, I'm just gonna stop giving passes to niggas who have negligence of self. You know what I mean? Know your motherfucking worth. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Push what you are. You know, don't push what other motherfuckers perceive of you. You know what I mean? Like I say, if I entertain you, that's one thing. You know what? But I'm not here to entertain you. I'm not here to give you what you want. You know what I mean? I'm here to give you what I am. You know what I mean?
And we really here to spread knowledge and awareness of what's going on around you. Pay attention to vibes and energy. You gotta watch people.
Right. Watch the symbols.
Yeah.
Symbolization, wordplay. It's a lot of stuff out there that can get you intertwined in something that you didn't even know about.
Right. Numerology, all that shit is important.
It really is. Like I've been working on, I used to flow with my kids just playing, spin stuff. Now I'm writing everything. And when you write, it comes out better. You can switch the words around and you could get meanings out that you're trying to put out to the world. Like if y'all listen to Kendrick music, he got a lot of hidden messages in his music if people are aware. You
Yeah.
just gotta know and you gotta be open to accepting the truth because everything's a
Right.
lie.
I think that's why they got so many people that's in the industry that's so dumbed down. So they could nullify people from really thinking when they because people don't really try to think when they be listening to shit. I like to think when I listen to music. I'm gonna be honest. I don't you know what I mean? I like the vibe and bump my head, but I'm listening to the words too. It's not just I'm just not listening to some shit just because it sounds good.
Right. You're not just listening to the beat, even though you listening to the beat because you create beats and stuff like that, but you also listening to the words, the craft, how it's
Yeah.
made. Like if you really sit there and listen to a record, you can hear a lot.
I'm gonna be honest, and right now I'm not just listening to everything. I'm not gonna listen to shit that don't
Hmm.
for my soul. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like shit that I'm not on, I'm not gonna be listening to that shit. Like, you know what I mean? I might hear some shit I like. That's another thing out of the blue. I'm not gonna go out and listen to nothing. I like slow, soft songs right now on that I listen to.
It's not a lot
If
of, soulful and R&B music.
Hmm. I
I
like
got
to
a
say
When
high
we came up,
vibrational music.
I got a
Right.
few people that
And
used to listen to. You know what I mean? That you
you
know
know,
what I
us
mean.
being podcasters, we need to know everybody news. So I be listening to everything just to, keep up with what's going on. And, I get chewed out a lot because some stuff I be like, I didn't know they did that. Well, you better go look. This is what we do. You can't just be on, or I'm on the podcast and we don't know what, is going on in the music industry, sports, and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to keep up with the times because, boy, they be telling stories.
Yeah.
That's true, and I know a lot of people be stuck in their time. Like some people be stuck in the '90s and stuff like that. Like I know I be stuck in my ways because like I listen to more R&B than I do anything.
I like R&B and I
You know
like
what I'm
Erica
saying? That's
Badu.
just where I'm
I'm
at
one of
with it.
those. I like some soulful music. Erica Badu, Angie Stone. I be listening to that type of stuff. Sade. I like, give me a cool little mellow, some lunar music, like my little candles and incense.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I have those moments when I want to turn up. You feel me? I got my go-to. I got my go-to. It's usually, that hypey stuff, like
The Bay Area.
the Bay Area and stuff like that. Or more recently, I've been just bumping Mo3.
Long live Mo 3.
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
And it's
yeah,
crazy. I got to meet Mo 3 at a biker event. He was recording at Black Kings. It was crazy.
I
It
remember.
was crazy. Hey, y'all, come get in the video. I should have gotten the video.
I remember.
Yeah, we should have gotten the video. We was looking good too. I should have gotten that thing, but I ain't think. You know how you see somebody and you be like, I'm gonna see them again. I never thought he would, that would happen to him. Like he was a real
Right,
person. I watched, like he came from nothing to something.
right.
He give kids hope.
And it's fucked up what your own people will do to you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like,
Watch the company you keep.
right. Trust and
And
believe they give you signs before it happens. It's just sometimes we not focusing on it. We don't hear it. We don't want to see it. You know what I'm saying?
and people don't want to hold themselves accountable. Accountability is everything.
Right.
People do something and be like, nah, but you know, it ain't no but you. Hold
Yeah, that
yourself
shit's gonna
accountable for
come
what
right
you
back
do.
around on your ass.
Man,
Hmm.
karma's the boy. Karma ain't playing with nobody.
That part.
Go and sit down and eat.
People need to just realize when things are not working, it's best to take accountability and move forward. You know, try something different, go a different route or whatever you got to do.
I mean,
It's
that's
like it's getting too serious out here for people to be doing the shit they doing, hurting people online, offline, regardless of what it is. Like, come on.
you can't
What
grow.
what's really going on? Is people just using this as an excuse to have a crash out? Like,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. You can't
I
grow
feel
unless
like
you take
this with the crash
accountability
out.
for your shit.
Yeah, with the crash out with the podcasters and stuff. I feel like people gotta understand that everybody's human. When we come on here, we be mindful of what we say and how we say it because we don't want to offend our audience or our community on here. But people go out their way to just get that algorithm because negativity is going up more than the positive things. And far as people like with the unaliving and pulling up on people, come on now. Are you really
Right.
about that life? Like, don't even be, if you know you're not about that, don't be on there doing that. If you ain't
Exactly.
on there
And
doing it
everybody
and you
know
can't
we're
back
at
it,
a
don't just
everybody
don't.
know we're in a war, and energy is being siphoned and pulled from each and every direction. You feel me? Like they want us to be negative.
And
Let's
it's
not
so
give them
crazy
that.
because positivity, people be like, "Oh, she too positive," or "You smelling like." Even if you're having a bad day, put a smile because it'll change somebody else's day around. You never know.
Exactly.
You don't
And
know
I'm
what people
always
do.
smiling. So, like, I'm always smiling, and I be like, low key, that's my armor. You know what I'm saying? Because if you come around me with some negative shit, you're gonna be around me too long, and your ass gonna start smiling, and the
I'm
negativity is just gonna move away.
gonna be
Or
honest.
you're gonna become so uncomfortable with my positivity that you're gonna just remove yourself.
Or
I'm
be
gonna be honest.
positive your damn self.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a smiling ass nigga. Like I just can't smile. Like it got to be
Man, you can
genuine.
smile with your eyes.
I can't smile with my eyes. You gotta look at my eyes with my
And
glasses.
you be smelling. You know you be smelling. I don't want to hear
But
that
it gotta
shit.
be
Right. Like you been smiling
genuine.
this whole time. And then
I
gonna get
can't
on here
fake.
and talk about I ain't
Like
no
I said,
smelling ass new man.
I'm not. Like what
Whatever.
I'm saying is this. Look,
So you
it
just
gotta
got a
be
resting
genuine.
face.
No, yeah, I do. I do. My regular face is like that. Yeah, yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
be like, you got a resting bee face.
Especially
And
when
I
I'm
be
working,
like,
nigga,
what?
because
No,
I
I
just
don't.
be serious and I ain't really trying to listen to anything outside of the nigga what's in my front of me, nigga. Like
Yeah, I gotta watch my peripheral.
I already know. I
Right.
see all that shit. I see all of that shit. Like I see all of
Nah,
that.
but on some real stuff, like I'm around somebody that's so positive, and I be looking like sometimes I be saying some stuff like, "Why you say that? You know you wasn't supposed to say that." But I be like, at the moment, I be like, "That's how I feel," and I'm just like, I'm changing that about myself. Like when people rub me the wrong way, I know to remove myself. I don't gotta give you my energy. I don't gotta be around you. If I feel like we gonna bump heads, I'm gonna just stay in my own lane. Like I don't gotta be around you. I don't gotta feel, go and put myself in a situation because you may feel some type of way or they may feel some type of way. Nah. Just learn to cut ties and release them spirits off you. Do a cleansing.
Right. And just be real with yourself. You feel me?
Man. And
I
sometimes
be
like I'm
telling
really
people, oh,
learning.
you mad at me? Maybe you need to check yourself. You know what I'm saying? Let's get down to the bottom of it.
And you
You know what
gotta
I'm saying?
realize
Because
Yeah.
like
sometimes, like I tell people, I'm a Cancer, so I will reflect.
and I'm a
Like whatever
Virgo. I
you
can
give
read you when you
me,
walk
I
up
will
on me.
show you yourself. You feel me? And I be trying not to sometimes, but sometimes I just have to go inside myself and be like, let me just reflect this back so they can see how they really look. You know what I'm saying? And then I just move away. My
Mm-mm, I'm
shell
a
that's
Virgo.
shiny. You feel
I,
me? But
I can read you. I can look at you and know you got bad intentions, but I'm Virgos are
right,
hard headed. We want them intentions to play out to see how far you gonna take it. And then when the Virgo flip, then it's a problem.
right. And we know bro's Aquarius, so we know they enlightened ass always think they know every motherfucking thing.
They be mostly right at anyway.
Yeah,
I
that's
hate
why
to say it.
motherfuckers we can't
Look,
say.
I hate to be on here and say it, but they be right half of the damn
They be
time.
right though.
Like I always say, most of the time, if somebody give you some shit that you like, where this fucking shit came from, it's something from themselves that they pushing on to you. You know what I mean? You know, we all
Right.
reflect one another, and sometimes
Especially if you
motherfuckers
know,
see something in you. You know, that's just they see some greatness in you that just make them feel.
right, that they
Like
want.
yeah,
And sometimes they don't even realize that you already now did the work and you healed for certain things. So the things they're projecting is not going to have the same effect on you if you were unhealed.
yeah, because they don't know what it took to get you to that point. You know what I mean?
Right.
They
And
just continue.
I tell people every day I choose my peace over everything. If I feel
Man,
like my peace is disrupted and stuff, and I know it's not me disrupting it and this outside stuff that I can remove, I'm gonna remove it.
facts.
That's called self-preservation.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you gotta save yourself before you can put somebody else, like, before you can save someone else, right?
Because
That's a fact.
some shit try to affect your aura. You know what I mean? You know what I
And
mean?
don't dim your light. I ain't dimming my light for nobody else. I'm
Yeah,
not
man,
dimming
fuck
my
them.
Right.
light.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, you want me
Right.
to dumb myself down for you, and you ain't even supporting the shit. Like what? If you don't get out of here,
Exactly. Like nigga, I know I'm the shit. Can you smell it?
cause it smell like roses.
Right.
Yeah, like motherfuckers just bringing shit out of nowhere. Like Vegas ain't got no talent or something like that.
No,
Like,
they said Vegas is dead. Ain't no culture, and you got to think we been here like Juneteenth. They did a little something something, but for it to be majority, minorities,
mhm.
it should have been bigger than what it could be. But people do their own thing. People got
Niggas is
their own
separated on
cultures.
what
People create
Juneteenth
their own
is,
culture.
though. You
Yeah,
know,
and a lot of people just wasn't celebrating stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just wasn't.
I ain't gonna get into the holidays with the people
Yeah.
because
You
you don't
feel
want
me?
my perspective on the holidays. Like I said,
yeah,
everything's a lie. Do your research.
all of this shit.
Mm,
You know what I mean? All of them fucking holidays. Siphoning energy.
Life is about the moments you experience with people and to better yourself in the process. You can love people, but you got to love yourself as well and know when you're evolving and it's time to let certain things go.
Yeah.
Like
right.
when you let certain things go, blessings might happen, but you might not be blessed because you're holding on to so many things. And I'm a hard head, and I learned that hands on myself. Like it's just certain things you gotta say enough is enough. I had enough. Like I can't.
Exactly.
I
That
be
way so you can get your blessings because you can't get your blessings if the wrong people are surrounded around you.
yeah, and I gotta ask, can you love yourself? Um, if what was I about to say?
Can you love yourself?
You putting this other nigga above you. Can you love yourself if you putting somebody else? I mean, if you don't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? You know what I mean? Like, how can you truly love somebody else if you don't love yourself? You know what I mean?
That's a good question. But that's where the, shadow work comes in, where people have to look within themselves to figure out what they really want. Is love what they're looking for? If they looking for a situationship,
And
because
if you,
everybody is looking for something, or you scratch my back, I scratch yours type situation. Like it's hard to find genuine love, and when you do, because I've been through so much I've been through, it was hard for me to realize that this person loved me for me, this person sticking around like everybody else left, like, but you still sticking around for this shit. And
I
I
Right.
just,
respect that because you will know who for you. They gonna stay by your side, right, wrong, indifferent. But don't try to push them people to the limit. Try to do the right thing
I just, I
by
just,
them as well.
I just feel like certain people want to do certain things to you if they love you. Like, so if you sticking by a person that say they love you and they did shit that was like terrible, like you know what I mean, like that's fucking terrible. That motherfucker don't love you. I can see you niggas getting into it and shit, but certain shit, nigga, that motherfucker don't love you if he did
You
that
got to
shit.
think, you got where emotions is high and running. A lot of people say a lot of things they don't mean, and then come to terms like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. And they didn't burn the bridge that they probably could never cross over again because that person probably shut them out or just ain't tolerating
I
anything.
think
But if you a forgiving person and you got a heart and you have faith and you believe in a higher power, you have forgiveness in your heart. You cannot
look,
reach them gates with
it
having
look,
hatred or having
it,
grudges or still feeling some type of way about certain things. I
it
had to
look,
learn to let shit be. Just let it go.
it look. I know higher power. It ain't that motherfucker. Like I was just like, it ain't that motherfucker. I know
I
higher power. It ain't
can't.
that motherfucker. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna go with you on the political shit
Right.
because we'll be
Like
on
that's
here
a
forever.
whole nother.
That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Cause we'll be on here for hours. Cause he radio
Right.
is. You already know.
Let's start breaking it down.
And then, did y'all see the TikTok where it looked like a human leg in the damn grocery store?
Like as meat and
Like
shit.
pig feet.
No, it wasn't a pig feet. It looked like a human leg. They said it was pork, but it wasn't no pork. If you, I'm gonna send it to you guys when we get off, and we can talk about that. Cause they
What?
like, man, yes. And then they got a freaking. I've been trying not to use profanity. They got a freaking chart where they're breaking down what part of the meat is what on a human body. Like this shit, it's freaking me out. Like I think I'm gonna stop eating.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah. We gotta really start watching what we buy in the grocery store and how it's packaged and everything. Like I swear the dog meat is right next to the ground beef, and then you got the unknown shit right next to that. It's
Oh,
weird.
the thing. Hey, look, that's why I stopped fucking with meat. You don't know what that shit is. You don't know. And they be finding different shit in that shit. Like, I'll pass. And they be doing a bunch of shit.
Yeah, you got to check the meat for sure. And then some of it is made in a machine. You just got to read the packages.
Man, we
Just go
gotta
to the
More
support
market
our
3D
outside.
printing.
farmers, man.
Printing that
We
shit now.
really need to support our farmers, man. I was just talking about this the other day. I would
Shout
rather
out to
go to a farm.
John Mule Meat House. Shout out. Because they got some good
Exactly, they
quality
food be
meats.
good. We still gotta, support our farmers and everything like that. The ones that's doing it right. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
need to go to the farmers market that where you go pick, you buy. I need to go with you guys.
yeah,
That one next time.
yeah, I have fun. I don't know about going in the wintertime, but shit, I can go. I don't mind.
I don't know what's gonna be out there, but I want
I
to go
know.
during summertime. I want berries.
I mean, you can get like right now. They could probably have like pumpkins and stuff like that and
They
shit.
could have seeded watermelon a few weeks ago.
You didn't own
That's what I'm
nice.
saying.
I haven't had a good seeded watermelon in a while.
I have watermelon plant growing in my backyard, green onions, grapes, bell peppers. Yeah, I want a farm. I want some cows.
Look, we're gonna have to start farming for real. Inflation, these grocery stores, Las Vegas prices, like I'm like, damn, did Californians move to Las Vegas and they just switched over their price range and shit over here? Cause this shit is too high now.
Oh my
Like
god,
we have
yeah.
to really start growing our own food.
Or
Yeah,
go vegan.
yeah.
They tampering with the food too much. Like that's
They
another
never have
topic
shit on
too. They
sale.
tampering with the food too much. I'm not even really. I don't really. If the chicken too big to me, I'm not eating it. Y'all
Yeah, the
injected
chicken be
that shit.
stringy and shit and spongy. Ain't don't nobody want that.
Y'all injected that shit with something. I don't know
Look,
what the hell y'all did.
your side laughing because he don't eat meat.
I remember. I remember. Remember that little fucked up piece of chicken that used to always be in the bag.
Yeah, like
All of
What
the
with the
chicken look
broken
like
so
bone?
that.
you didn't went
Yeah,
vegetarian or pescatarian?
more vegetarian. I still eat eggs and shit and
Okay,
cheese and shit. But yeah, all of them is the fucked up piece in the bag now. Every single piece is fucked up, fucked up and
I ain't
weird
really
looking.
bought no chicken like that.
Right.
I'll be getting
And
vegetables and
even with
stuff, but
like
the
the
You be like, I
vegetables
ain't
steaks
gonna
and
getting
melt
stuff,
that. You be
even
like,
with
that's
the steaks and stuff, you know they 3D printed and shit because it got so much of that white thick shit that they think is fat, but it looked like glue.
and they like these
Like
dumb niggas gonna think that's some fat. Like nigga be
they
like,
gonna think that fat until that shit don't melt off like the fat. You
you like,
feel me? Like
this
gotta
taste
cut
like
all that stuff out.
nigga. They doing a bunch of bullshit. You know what I mean?
what you guys think that basically our state could do to help with the kids, bring back some of the programs? What?
Hmm.
Yeah. They need to bring back a lot more of the community programs for the kids and stuff like that. Give them something else better to
Yeah.
do than to
I
be out
feel
on the street.
Yeah, I feel like they focus kids on technology and shit. Man, let them motherfuckers grow some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Plant some shit. Do something, build some shit. You know what I mean? Like you said, like some shit that they could start learning some trade that they could use later on. You know what I mean? All of
Yeah,
that
I
shit.
mean, if you think about it, kids play so many video games. Why not give like free coding classes and stuff like that?
they
Like it's
They
they
so
want
have an
it's so
consumers
education
though.
center they built over here by Power 88 that the kids could go to and learn how to do like video training and some other things. I gotta go in there to get more details, but it's a place where they teaching like educational trades.
sis.
I'll take pictures of it and put it on YouTube
Do
and
you
send it
remember in
to
school?
Leslie.
Do you remember in school we used to do broadcasting, like we was actually like doing like the news and stuff in high school and junior high
The
school and stuff
weather
like
and
that.
stuff. Yeah, they don't even do
Yeah,
that no more.
like we were actually learning how to do stuff like that. You feel me? Like
Votech High School
Hey,
used to do the cosmetology, the weather, and all
exactly,
that.
like when I went to Votech, we was learning everything. I was in graphics design because I wanted to do like architect. You feel me? And they teach you every fucking thing. That was like the best school ever when
what
it
vote
came
that?
to like trade programs.
I thought that
Right.
where all the smart kids went, huh? That's what I used to
Well,
think.
you can say that are the kids that wanted to do something else, that wanted to go into business, cosmetology, HVAC,
Medical,
I was
or
just like, nigga,
fucking
that's
auto
the choice, nigga.
mechanics.
medical, and all
I
that.
know
Yep.
so many people that graduated from there. They got their own barber schools. They got their own salons. Some of them got their own lounges now. You feel me?
Have they got rid of schools like that? It seemed like
No,
when shit worked, they just get rid of the shit.
no. Some of the schools be going bankrupt because, like, for instance, Marinello's. I went there. They low key went bankrupt. Poor kids trying to get careers don't have the money to pay for the schooling. Grants ain't going through. State board
Don't have
checks
the
bouncing.
transportation to
Like,
get
god
there
damn.
consistently. Like if you don't have the transportation and you miss so many hours and stuff, you get withdrawal from school. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
I can't even say much because Marinello's, y'all did me right. I got a bunch of trades from y'all going over there, nail tech, lashes. I was in everybody class,
right.
learning all that stuff. Receptionist, being at the front desk, booking appointments and stuff. So I mean, they should bring it back. I feel bad that that school closed down, but you got expertise. You got Euphoria. There's some trade schools out here. You got UIE. That's it.
Yeah.
So
I think
That's
you got
medical
Sam
and dental.
Mitchell's.
Yep.
Yeah, like
Yale.
you got some good
so
potential schools out here and stuff like that. But so many people doing it online and stuff. A lot of people are learning their craft from YouTube.
you know, seeing on how the shit like the shit that they should bring back and the shit that would help the kids and all of that shit. What would I say? What would you say if I said some of these trades and some of these things that they got, they may not bring back because of robots and AI and all that shit.
Well, we already know. Shit, Las Vegas already got some robots in play. You
What
know?
y'all do? Y'all got something out there right now?
Yeah.
What?
It's a couple restaurants that got robots serving people, but this is where my thoughts come in. This is where we push the kids to advance their thinking and their mindset on the education they're getting. This is where you push your kid to go harder and not just learn what's only in the books, but the technology and everything else that is yet to come. That
Exactly,
ain't gonna
because
do
by
nothing
all
but
of this
advance
stuff,
the
they're gonna try
kids.
to make us dumber,
So
and we can't allow it.
the competition is the
We can't
robots.
allow
So that's what we.
ourselves to become dumb or lazy. We cannot allow ourselves to become dumb or lazy. That's
So
not
with
an
them
option.
changing, like you got to
Yeah.
think, like with them changing, like say for instance, if they the beautiful bill, that's where they're trying to get all the junk food out of there. Our our people are supposed to eat vegan and stuff, so they ain't gonna do nothing but push the people into their highest potential by removing the junk food. They're gonna have that third eye open when you eat healthy and you're into your body and you can't have all that meat and all that extra junk food and stuff, you be more aware to different things as well.
Yeah,
Because health is wealth.
yeah. I be finding like when you out of your feelings, a lot of the time you can find more shit that benefits you than you know what I mean. Than if you just in your feelings about something that you know that happened or that's going on. That's why I was talking about. You can't be fucking weighed by no fucking decision or policy that these motherfuckers put out. You still got to do what the fuck you got to do. So why the fuck care?
Exactly.
Why the fuck care?
And this,
You
my
either with
thing
me or you
is,
against me. If you
my
against me, then move on out the way because it's not enough room on the train. Choo choo.
and you gotta think like at the end of the day, it's a corporation. What we doing to start our own corporation, people?
Yeah,
We
Right.
got the right to pick who we want to have in there.
yeah,
We could
Right.
really come together because what? It's 10 of us to what? You feel me? I don't even want to get that political on y'all, but on some real stuff, if you really think about it, like we all could come together. Our problem as colored folk don't stick together, don't know how to be allies to each other, and
hey,
it's always
hey,
about
yeah.
greed. Oh, you got more, you got more. No,
Right.
it's
Oh, I
about
got to
one
have
Ego,
more
pie
than
and we
her.
walking down.
greed or ego, because niggas getting their feelings about bullshit with other
If
Exactly.
niggas,
you ain't putting in the
with other
work, you
niggas.
ain't getting none of the
Instead of
pie.
working to get us all on that same platform, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to stop checking what's in each other's pockets. First off,
Right. Pocket watching. Why you
you know
watching
what
the
I'm
next
saying?
person pocket? Because if you watching their pocket, you ain't watching your own. So we know you lacking.
Exactly. Shit, if I'm trying to keep up what they got in their pockets, my pockets may be broke.
Hmm.
Yeah, and niggas need to learn what is masculine and what look that's the insecurity to me. You know what I mean? Some niggas
Mm-hmm.
they doing some masculine shit, but it just reeks of insecurity.
How y'all
You
feel
know what I
about
mean?
Dame Dash? Since you want to talk about the masculine energy,
I like Dame Dash. I actually
Dame
like Dame
Dash.
Dash.
Yeah, I like Dame Dash too, but the shit that he doing don't look like it's aging too well. You know what I mean? But you know
What
what
you
I mean?
mean?
I'm talking
If
about
Because
what
I know
Dame
he got a
Dash
lot of
be
projects
gassing,
coming out and stuff like that in the works.
he may have a lot of projects, but is it true?
I don't know. Like sometimes people own enemy of themselves. You know, you could be as great as you want to be in some shit, but sometimes the shit that's gonna stop you is yourself. You know what I mean? And I don't know what that is. You know what I mean? But one interview I seen, it just seemed like he cared too much
You
about.
talking about the interview with the Breakfast Club?
Yes, I love
Yeah, I
that.
wouldn't even
That
got on.
interview
I
was
wouldn't even
crazy.
got up
I
on there.
don't like the Breakfast Club. I barely watched their shit, but I had to watch that because Dame Dash was on it.
Every
Hold
time he
on, you
went there, they did some
hold
shit
it,
like
wait.
that. Why the fuck you going back then?
You don't like the Breakfast Club?
I don't fuck with
Nope.
you either.
I think they push a lot of negative stuff that people doing and not a lot of positive stuff that people doing. I know it's their radio station and they got to get the news out there by any means necessary. But sometimes, it be a lot of other shit going on. You feel me? If you're going to say some negative shit, make sure you saying some positive shit too. Make that shit balance.
But you gotta
Like,
listen
I
to
would
when
make
they
it
be talking on
balanced.
there. You gotta listen when they be talking on there. They'll drop that tea about the rumors and all that stuff, but they do come back and clear some of that things up, some of that stuff up. I'm a fan of the Breakfast Club. I ain't gonna lie, I like the Breakfast Club.
Like, I had stopped listening to them
Y'all know I
a
started
while
off in
back.
gossip.
I don't know why. I just didn't like it. I don't know why. You know why? I
Why?
don't watch it because of Charlemagne. That's why I don't watch that shit. I like the other people on the show.
Why you don't like Charlemagne?
Um,
Is it the
you
rumors
know,
that went on about him and his character?
no, I just don't like the way he looks sometimes. It's hard to look at him.
You better leave Charlemagne and them alone. They might come for us.
No, when
Yeah,
I look at him, he remind me of Tigger from Winnie the Pooh.
But Charlamagne be dropping gems if you listen to him. He's smart.
I thought the nigga do kind of look like a, you know. But look, I stopped watching the Breakfast Club years ago. You know, and what was the other show you was talking about?
The Breakfast Club is letting everybody know who the hottest motherfucker out. You cannot, if you're in the music industry, that's something you
Yeah,
need to
I don't
pay
listen to the
attention to.
Breakfast Club. You know what I mean? I don't listen to a lot of these gossip blog niggas. I'm gonna be honest. I'm the part of the motherfucking shit that's just about the art. I'm gonna keep it in. I'm gonna be honest. That's me. I'm about the art and the movements of the shit. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about what other niggas doing.
What you think about Flip from New York? He is so funny to me. He be tearing shit up when he be doing his reviews and stuff.
Who's that?
You don't know Flip
No,
from New York? He be with Charlamagne.
you know I'm a hermit, nigga. I'm a hermit.
You gonna have to get out that hermitness.
Not that
Is
hermit.
that even a
A hermit.
word? I
Look,
said
I'm a hermit.
hermitness. Nah, forget being a hermit. How you gonna be a hermit and you're in the industry?
Nigga, you know what a hermit is? A hermit is a follower of the hermetic principles.
Oh yeah, true. It is.
Mhm. You know what I mean? I don't entertain certain shit, a lot of shit that's outside of myself. You know what I mean? And what I'm trying to do. So when
I
I be
respect that.
focused on my shit, you know what I mean? I'll come out and poke my head out and get everything that I need to know at the lay of the land. Like I know I got a sense of shit, but like the little petty shit, I don't really know about the little petty shit that's going on between shit. You know what I mean? But the
You
big
don't
Yeah.
need to know about the petty. You need to know the business, where they going at, where the hottest spots at, where to send the artists.
look, I know the background. I know the
Right.
niggas that's moving the pieces. That's the shit I'm focusing. I ain't focusing on the little pieces. I'm focusing
Look,
on the
look,
niggas that's moving the
look.
pieces.
It's not like we on here talking about baddies Africa. Look,
I got my own baddie show, so I ain't been talking about no baddies.
you feel me? Like
I got a baddie
that's
that
one thing I was like, nope, not
Yeah,
doing
you
it.
need to watch your baddies Africa and all that. Yeah. And
is
shout out to Natalie Nunn. You feel me? You did that brand. Had to jump on
Yeah.
that.
You know what? Look, I just gotta say this about them right now. Like the music they ass been dropping, they can do their own fucking like shit, concerts and everything. Like they've been dropping some hot ass music.
They do their own bookings.
Yeah.
They do their own bookings.
But you know, to each his own. You feel me? When y'all
Well,
come
who
in
was it? Wait,
Vegas,
wait, wait, wait,
make
wait.
sure
I got
y'all
one
check
question.
us out. We'll get an interview real quick.
Right. What was I gonna say? Who your favorites from the baddies again?
You ain't gonna it ain't the ones you like, nigga. I'm the big three, nigga. Big Lex, not the little one. You know, Dolly and Summer. Them my bitches. I like them.
And she like yo ass. And I understand they little motives and sticking together, but I ain't respect some of the stuff they did. But at the end of the day, they entertainers. That's what they do. I ain't got no ill will towards.
Period.
You
No, I'm
feel
just
me?
kidding.
What she say? Oh my mama.
Right.
Yeah, but
That part. Nah,
I
but
ain't got.
nah.
I
Like
just feel
I
like
just
they
like
all
their
beautiful
character
women.
because it's
Yeah.
like I get a lot of positive energy from them, even though they be starting shit and fighting and shit like that. I still get a good energy from them.
Right. And I feel like with the baddies, like they all beautiful women. Like y'all know I'm team Ivory though. You know, I'm sorry to say, but Lex didn't want to catch that fade,
Right.
and she wasn't messing with Ivory. So y'all could go on there and say what y'all want to say about Nana, cause it say Nana, and you know I'm nosy. So yeah, that I said what I
Yeah, that.
said. I'm team Ivory, Pretty P, and all them. I didn't like how they was coming on there, big Lex and all that. You don't. First of all, they giving y'all an opportunity. Period. Point.
I
They didn't
mean,
have
they
to let
already
you on
had
that
the
platform.
opportunity. They was just trying to do their big one and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I think, like me personally, I think Lex and Scotty need to get together and do like a little promo together because if they would work together, them
Lex
would be
then
two
hit
bad
Scotty in the
bitches.
back of the head twice. Scotty is not finna deal with
I mean, I'm
Lex
just
at all.
saying, I mean, they always getting hit by each other and still doing work. You know, at the end of the day, it's a
It would
business,
have
you
been
know, that's
nice if they came together and had some
yeah.
dialogue and apologize to
Yeah,
each other. But I feel like if you ain't got nothing to prove, why you proving it? A baddie don't always gotta fight.
that's true.
Cause if
But
you
that
a
just
baddie,
goes
you
to
got a
like,
lot of business. You can't have no beat up face all the time. You got photo shoots, you got music, you got videos, you got promos, you got shit you gotta do.
right. And like them women, they doing shit for their kids. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
shout out to the baddies.
They doing shit for their kids. Like everybody out here is just trying to make it. You know, I mean, we can go deeper on rebellious kids. We can dive like we not touch on a lot of stuff. Like it's open panel, so we could talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about. You feel me?
Oh,
So
they in
like, if you want
Nigga.
to talk about you know, rebellious kids, I think we mainly cover that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just like terrible twos.
It's phase. Stage.
Everything is comes in phases.
And most niggas was rebellious as they damn self at a period of point of time. You know what I mean?
You feel me?
And sometimes you just got to get to the bottom of why they rebelling, because sometimes it ain't what you automatically would assume.
kids be trying to prove themselves to the streets and there's nothing to prove. You're in competition with yourself. This is my message to the young kids out there. You're in competition with yourself. You have nothing to prove to nobody but yourself. Elevation is the nation, and that's within you. So
You,
evolve, kids, evolve.
say nah nah. You see
Yes,
what
ma'am.
Jasmine put down there? She said Rolly and Scotty all day.
I know that
Girl, the
right.
way Rolly was dressing up as Elsie for fucking Halloween is hilarious.
I love Rolly. You know Rolly from Vegas, so I'ma support whatever Rolly do. She from here. Rolly, man,
She repping
she worked
Vegas.
her way up. Rolly was on Jerry and all that. Y'all got to do Rolly background. Rolly did her thing. I felt like she should have stayed her original self because that's what made her. But everybody want to be healthier, and I support it. I mess with Rolly.
We got a question.
How do y'all feel about punishing kids in different ways that they can be punished? I mean, nowadays punishment for kids is what? Taking a device? That shit don't work.
Oh, back in my day, it was a switch off of a tree, a extension cord, a damn house shoe, a hanger, the remote control, anything my parent can grab to toss at me.
I
That's
know what
what
the
was getting thrown. But I didn't get too
Kid,
many spankings. The worst one I got was from my grandma.
well,
who whooped you?
if it's about if
Grandma whooped all of us.
I ain't never get a whooping from none of them.
Man, we was out playing football one day too hard and hurt one of the kids and shit. And grandma lined all of us up, all
I
of us,
remember
me, my
washing walls
cousins.
though. I remember washing walls, but I don't remember no whooping.
you know,
Yeah, it changed because we used to get whoopings in school. Our when we was going to school, the teacher, I remember my fifth grade teacher was allowed to whoop me with the paddle and shit.
Oh no! See, my mama wasn't going. My mama used to go into school and lock principals in their office and hem them up. My mama wasn't going for you
Like
putting your
that was
hands
weird
on your
shit, and that's
kids.
why I didn't like school. So I think punishments started to change because kids started getting smart and dialing 9-1. You
Yeah,
know, and when they got that other hit, that one hit, and then bam, it was a wrap. They
and
was ready
kids
to take us out the house from our parents.
and kids nowadays, the teachers be like, "Oh, a kid, you discipline a kid, they got a mark. They gonna send them people. They gonna do a wellness check on your butt." But my thing is with discipline, I'm learning to stand firm. I'm learning to not feel bad because of how I came up as a kid. And I am gonna keep it real. My life as a kid wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. Like we lived in the hood. My mom was a single parent. Shit, my daddy worked so much. He came when he came, and it was like that. My mama made sure I knew my sisters and brothers. Though one thing about my mama, She kept me. She made sure I knew my sisters, my brothers. These where they at. I found where your sister at. You want to go? My mama made sure she did that. D made sure we all stayed connected. Her and my mom. Like I commend them ladies because we didn't. They never argued about anything. My mama did
Right. When
everybody
it came to the
hair.
kids
Like
and stuff,
yeah,
everything was
like
square. I know when raising my kids, I didn't do too much like spankings and stuff like that. I just like did like punishments, put them in their room. You know what I'm saying? Take shit they like, did a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did.
yeah. Punishment nowadays. What I really want to ask the audience: what is punishment? How you punish your kids? Like at the end of the day, like I ain't whoop my kids. I should have. They bad. My kids, they they their own individuals. I'm learning each and every one of their personalities, and I accept them for who they are. And as a people, you just got to make sure you instill integrity into these kids because some kids don't. They just want to be seen, or they just want to be a part of the in crowd, and the in crowd is not where it is. It just period point blank. I used to be called weird, and I never. I feel like to this day I don't fit in nowhere. And yeah, I may be a little weird, but it's for my protection. Like I could see it coming before it come, type shit. Like I'm just different. But
I've
punishing the
always
kids,
been weird, so there's nothing wrong
I
with
don't
being
punish kids. I
weird.
should have. My kids be like, fuck you, but nah, they don't be like that. But kids could get reckless.
Mhm.
I should have whooped some ass. Cause my boy, I'm serious. I should have. Cause I feel like at the end of the day, a kid know how to push limits.
But it's different for us because we bringing up boys. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't want. I didn't put my hands on my boys because I didn't want them to think that it's okay for women to put their hands on them like that.
I can
So
respect that.
so yeah, that's how I went about it. You know what I'm saying? So
You gotta think like, as far as my situation, if a kid coming up in a household where a party in the house is being abused could take a lot on a kid. And
yeah,
with that being said, therapy works. Like, ain't nothing wrong
yeah,
with therapy, but make sure you stay in therapy and complete. Because sometimes you gotta constantly deal with how to cope with certain things in life. And I don't feel like nothing is wrong with therapy. Like I'm actually gonna
yeah.
get
I'm
back
big
into
on
family
therapy.
therapy with my kids
I
because that's
promote
a way to
therapy
communicate.
all the time. Promote therapy. Mental health is very important.
Yeah.
You have to take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? The
And
brain is very important and you have to protect it just like your heart. So, like, I'm real big on going to therapy and completing therapy. And ongoing therapy is good. It's good to get some advice from a professional if that's your therapy, going to a professional, what your therapy may look like. I don't know, some people may just meditate for their therapy. Whatever therapy is to you, that's
Right.
positive and that's elevating you for the better and for good, and that's protecting your mental health, is always a good thing. It's always a plus. So I'm
Yeah,
always
set
going to big up
boundaries.
that.
Set boundaries. They always talk about the baby mama being bitter, but it's some bitter ass niggas out there.
uh,
Do you think your kids should drop everything for you since you gave birth to them? Yes. No,
I
I'm just playing.
I feel like it
Yes,
depends
I
on
I
the
say
do
like
reason.
think like
this.
that. No, I'm just
Hold on,
playing.
I got a good answer for that.
I feel
I
like it depends
say
on the reason.
I say this: the way we was brought up is our parents took good care of us. Why wouldn't you want to be there for your parent? Not saying take care of them financially, but show them the proper respect. Honor the days that they do give us, like Mother's Day, birthdays, or if you don't celebrate them holidays, just on an occasion, just shower your parent with some love, cause everybody need reassurance, just like a kid always need a hug and always need constant reminder that you love them, you there for them, that they could come to you and open up. I
Yeah,
don't
I know
feel
my
like a
daughter
kid should
always
drop
looking out
every.
for her mama.
I feel like if you're underage, you drop and you do as you're told. Period. Point blank. Now, if you're of age, then that's where we compromise because you're grown at this point. You have responsibilities, and we're not trying to raise our kids to go out and be in society broke or not able to work, not having coping skills, don't know how to speak to people. You got to have that communication within the home to maintain a job.
Yep, I know me. I know. Shit, my daughter, she do good by me. You know what I'm saying? I do good by my mom. My mom, she can call and drop, and I, no matter what I go, you feel me? Like,
At the end
yeah.
of the day, I'm gonna say it like this because my mom is no longer here.
But she's always here.
She's always with me, but she's no longer in the physical. And I wish, like heck, every day I could call my mama because when I'm having them days where need a little pick me up, or when I'm having a moment because my kids are doing stuff, she used to tell me stories of times where I put her through something and how she worked through it. I don't. I have that, but I don't reach out to get that advice. I be trying to deal with what I go through with my kids. And I try to make them understand like, y'all, the world is mean. They will eat you up and spit your ass out.
Right. So be
So
ready. Be ready
if
for
you
a lot of
listen,
rejection. Be ready for a lot of yeses. You know what I'm saying? Be ready to encounter a whole bunch of snakes.
yeah, but you gotta understand as well, like we molding y'all for the world. So nothing we do or say is going to harm you. So you should be able to follow or drop everything with a blindfold and follow your parent. If your parent have not forsaken you or gave you a reason to where you can't trust, because everybody keep
You
on
have
saying
different
trust is earned
situations.
and respect and all that, but respect it comes from the parent. And I gotta demand my respect at the end of the day because the kid feel like, nope, I'm gonna do it. Nah, you gonna do it, and I'm gonna knock your head off. And that's just period, point blank. A little spanking ain't never hurt no kids. Don't leave no marks is what the Metropolitan Police Department said out here. Don't leave no marks, but you can discipline your kids. These kids nowadays are out of control. Have you seen the youth? They calling them white ends,
What to
not
say?
young. They
Would you
call
babysit your grandkids if your kids just want a break or a night out? Yeah, I would. I would watch my grandkids for them to go out.
Yeah, but don't make going out a custom of me stopping what I'm doing because now you're a parent. You have responsibilities. You ain't always gonna be able to go out. And if your kid can't go, I was always told you shouldn't go. And shit, I ain't never
I
like
mean,
that
yeah,
rule,
that's what
but
I was told
shit.
too. When I had my kids, I was told, "Oh, your going out days are over." That's
Well,
what
at least
I
I
was
had a good
told.
brother. He on this platform used to keep my kids for me while I worked and stuff.
Exactly, but we had
Everybody on
brothers
this
and shit
platform,
that didn't mind watching.
like
Look,
shoot, my brother never
we
helped
figured
out.
it out. But yeah, I wouldn't mind watching my grandkids if
If
y'all
I
wanted
see
to
you're
go
going through
out.
something and need a break, and I know the kid just,
Hold on,
I'm gonna
want
come and
a
grab you.
break or a night out? What do you mean by want a break? Because a break can mean like 6 months. I mean, what kind of break we taking?
I ain't doing no
Extended break,
six
nigga.
What
months.
kind of LOA
Hold
we
on.
taking on the
Or a
kids?
night out. Okay,
I'll
so
come back
for
when I come back
instance,
type shit.
if you want a break, that means you want like an hour or two to yourself. Now, a night out, are you staying overnight? What you plan on doing? Because in the morning at a certain time, the breakfast will be done and your kids will be packed up at the door. So, I mean, it's so many different situations on that. Because when I used to have a night out, my mom used to be like, I'm keeping them for the weekend. Just go enjoy yourself.
Right, because a night out usually turn into a weekend. Shoot, it usually
And I
turn into
really
a
used to be at
weekend.
home bored. Mom, bring my kids. I'm bored. Or I get on my brother them. Now I'm finna come get them. Like I'm gonna come tonight. Like the night over. Forget that. Like at the end of the day, like far as kids, like if my sister work, I kept her kids and I'm gonna clean her house and her food gonna be done if she pulls something out for me to cook because you worked all day. It's
Dang, they
different
got to pull it
situation.
out to cook. No, I'm just like,
No, you used to pull out the food in the morning though. Whatever
but
food you
yeah.
had to cook used to sit on the counter. You used to be like, "This is what I pulled out. You gonna make
But
something?"
nowadays, a lot of people are just leaving the grandparents with the kids. They like the kids are having the babies, dropping them off at the grandparents' house and chopping the deuces up, living their best life.
But I'm gonna keep it real. Like like it depends on what the grandparent is going through. Like, for instance, like I had one of my kids' grandparents lost, her person, and I felt like if I was to, oh, Chandler, come home. No, I couldn't do that because at the end of the day, she going through something. You might be that little smile that she needs to keep her going. So it's just different situations when it comes to overnight and breaks and stuff when being a parent.
Yeah.
Like you overwhelmed, you need to get your mind right.
Go and
Type
take the
break.
weekend. I'll give you the
How long?
weekend.
How long do it usually take for someone to get their mind right?
A blunt,
If
nigga.
you're overwhelmed, like if you're overwhelmed,
Girl, don't even ask that question because I'm always overwhelmed.
I mean, it depends on the situation and who's in it because some people they always going to say they're overwhelmed and use that as an excuse to drop their kid with responsibilities and go ahead.
It
But then
might
other
not be
people,
shit.
but then other people, if they say that, then you know that they really okay.
Because they don't
This,
really act.
yeah, exactly. This
No,
okay,
this is how
so
you know.
that
Okay,
breaking
with
so
point.
for
this
instance,
a night out like drinking with friends and coming back to get them tomorrow morning. No, if you're drinking with friends, you're not coming to get my grandchild the next day. You can come a day after.
you need to sober up, make sure everything is straight for the kids to come home. Like I couldn't come back drunk. I'm getting yelled
Right.
at. You drinking and driving? What kind of
Especially if
people
you
you living at?
breastfeeding. I know the hell you ain't drinking and you breastfeeding
Not
still.
smoking that weed.
What, you out there trying to make another damn baby?
I'm telling you that going out when you have kids, I used to get fussed at. You ain't no more going out, especially when you have multiple like me.
You know where you
Like
go out
after
to?
that first kid,
Chuck E.
you
Cheese.
had that third one.
The
We ain't
park.
having your kids.
He said Chuck E. Cheese, the
Grocery store.
park.
Nigga. Grocery store.
But a night out, I ain't gonna lie. My kids' first kids, first grandkid they ever have, well, that ain't, I'm gonna do my part to make sure they comfortable. But I don't want no grandkids. I'm
You
too
know
young for
what?
that.
I'm
Too
probably
young.
gonna probably have to take my grandkids. I'm probably gonna have to get the grandkids to a certain
I'm gonna
point to
keep it
where I
real.
know
After
my
the
kids
kids
can
watching
handle it.
Nana's kids, after your kids watching Nana's kids, that my kids made them not want kids.
Huh?
I said after your kids watch my kids, they said they didn't want no damn kids.
My kids talking about one said they was gonna get a cat, the other one said a dog. Girl,
But it'll be nice to be, a auntie, from the kids. I mean, long as we could keep it family oriented. Family ain't the same without the grandmothers and the ones
yeah.
that hold the link to keep this stuff together and have
Yeah, and we
you know
old school. We still do a lot of home cooking and stuff like that. So, once we have grandkids, it's a wrap. I'm gonna be,
and I'm only
man, my
giving my
grandkids gonna be so
grandkids my
spoiled.
recipes. If you ain't
I'm
in
gonna
the
show
kitchen,
them what to do to their parents. What they parents did to me. What?
Don't do that shit. Don't do that
What?
negative shit. No,
Payback.
don't do that
Payback.
negative shit. That's
yeah,
negative
you
shit.
gotta
Don't do
think
that.
when your kids have kids, your grandkids is your payback because you could be like,
No,
no,
that's some
not my
fucked up shit,
grandbaby,
nigga. That's how generational curses always get brought back, nigga.
not my baby. Call
So,
me
They-
how do
granny.
you feel? How do you feel about kids under the age of 10 smoking? OMG. Yes, in my neighborhood, a kid my daughter saw. A
Under the
kid.
age 10,
Smoking
I
what?
Under
don't
the age
agree
of
with
10.
no
I'm
kids
talking about
smoking.
fucking elementary. Smoking a cigarette.
No, I don't agree
Shouldn't
with
even
none of
be a
that shit. I
question.
don't agree with no kid underage smoking. And if you
No.
is, you better sneak and hide that shit because don't
Exactly.
nobody want to
It's
see that
against
shit.
the law.
Yeah,
Ooh.
And if I
it's
can't,
not benefiting you at all.
exactly, you get nothing out of that.
Benefiting you
And you
not
gonna
at
be
all.
like that man because I got high. Because I got high.
And
Don't do that
God
to yourself.
forbid if it's freaking where you end up with a hole in your neck and all of that.
You'll be the next nigga on that commercial. Don't do it. I did it and I regret
Smokey. Sounded like boy.
it. Yeah.
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna be honest. Like, kids don't know what they do. They just following trends and they think it's cool. But
Yeah.
them smoking, I don't agree with it. But I'm not gonna allow you to go grab it from somebody else. You get laced with fentanyl or some PCP or something like that. I'm not going for that. So when I found out my oldest smoke, these are the rules and regulations, and I don't agree with this shit. And you know, you got people looking upside my head. You all on your Instagram, and I'm finding out, and now I gotta come choke you out because you on there doing some shit I ain't know you doing. Like the way I found out about certain things, my kid he tried to hide it, but when I found out, I'm like, nah, what you like? First of all, why you doing it? Like you an athlete, you know, you shouldn't be doing it. And secondly, like I don't agree with this shit.
Right.
You
Like
know,
I'm not cool with that. I feel like kids need to leave the drugs alone. Put your head, pick up a book, like
but
get some learning about yourself. Go learn something. Smoking and
but
all it
look,
does is if
the,
you can't handle it, it's going to hinder you.
the shit that be leading kids to that influences kids to do that shit is the shit that be influencing them to be these quote unquote YNs. Like
You
you
talking about like rap music?
yeah, that they portray a lot of negative shit. You know what I mean? And some of it is it makes sense, but some of it is glorified. You know what I mean?
How y'all feel about the Mandela effect?
I be seeing that shit sometimes. Sometimes I be seeing about who the fuck is this motherfucker? I just heard about this singer. They say he's a big time singer. He's apparently is caught up in somebody was found in his car. You know what I mean? And
Right.
I don't know who. I never heard of this nigga until the other day. You know what I mean? So I'm
I'm
like,
gonna look it up.
he's
I
big
heard
in
bits
another
and pieces.
reality. The nigga
Right.
name is
I heard bits
David
and
or some shit.
pieces.
Sound like they trying to push an agenda. Like
But it was like a little girl was found in his car.
that's crazy,
Hold on, hold
Lord.
on. I know you're not talking about the little girl that was chopped up,
Yeah,
Yeah,
the David
What
nigga.
the head was chopped off?
her
but
whole
the girl was missing. How is your child missing for a year?
Hmm.
And this your child supposedly boyfriend,
And he's older than her. She's like 13,
and he's like what 20, 21, 20?
20 something.
Oh yeah, no, y'all did that. Get on the
That's
parents' ass.
crazy.
You know, and
That's
she was found in
crazy.
a Tesla. It was abandoned in an impound lot or something.
And then you got to think what the parents feel if they had a missing person report out. Like why didn't y'all find her? What led up to it? Check that nigga phone. How she get chopped up? Who chopped her up? Like that's crazy to me.
And this where this question coming in. How do you
We
feel
want
about gentle
answers.
parenting? Is it working or is it better to do tough love? Like if I was that lady mom, it would have been tough love. She wouldn't have been dating no fucking 20-year-old. First off.
And
Well, yeah,
then my thing is, why you can't get somebody your own age?
because
at that
these
age, you surely
like
shouldn't be dating. You should be worried about finishing school.
yeah,
That's the
And then you young as hell. Like who let you go with this nigga? Who allowed
exactly.
you the
yeah.
permission to even leave or go? Like some kids run away. Like it's crazy. These kids be running away because they don't want structure. These kids are disrespectful because they don't like structure. I deal with a lot of backlash because they don't like structure.
Or so they act like they don't. That's the thing. Like you said, kids really just want to see what they can get away with, and they might not like. They claim they don't like structure, but they really crave it.
He's like an NBA young boy. 2 years. Wow. NBA young boy, you know, my kids are asking me to they want to go to that concert.
That nigga got a lot of shit tied to him.
A lot of demons. Um,
Yeah,
Most of these artists these days do. All
yeah.
these
They
YNs.
promote nothing. So
but
he might have a few good songs
Y'all
though. That
see that?
most
I
to
She
me
was
that.
missing at the age of 13,
So she was gone for
and
like
then
two
she was
years.
found when she was 15.
Uh,
but how you let your kid be gone for a year like that?
mhm.
I see my problem with my kids is I try to pacify shit.
Thank you
And
for the information.
like at the end of the day, like don't pacify these kids because at the end of the day, they gonna do
It's
what they
real
want.
life.
They got their own mind. They got their mind made up on what they want to do, how they want to do it, when they trying to do it. But stand firm when it comes to your household because you could lose someone you dearly love because a kid and their actions and their bullshit. Like at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell all parents stand firm because I'm one of the parents that deal with kids just want to be grown, and I'm standing firm, and I'm not gonna
I'm gonna
fold.
be honest.
Like I don't give a damn. I believe in putting belt to ass. What they say, BTA.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm
hey,
for
look.
all that. Like
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm not.
Being a young black man, like in your teenage, that's active. It's active. You know what I mean? Like it's active with certain shit. You know what I mean? Certain shit
Yeah,
you're
we
gonna
understand
be
certain stuff that we
with
understand the certain
certain
stuff
shit.
that y'all young men do,
Like
and it baffles me. The
It's
shit young
crazy.
men get into, the situations these young men get into, baffles me sometimes. Like I just I couldn't believe it until I actually saw it with my own eyes. The ridiculous stuff they get into sometimes, and I'd be like, wow, that just happened.
And it's crazy because, for instance, I don't give a damn. My kid. He just, you may not think it's your kid, but your kid might be leading the pack. Don't second guess the kid. Don't put nothing past them because the same shit they did, we probably already did, probably worse, but we just never got caught. These kids nowadays just don't give a fuck to get caught. They do it in the open, don't care if you see it, don't care.
Even though they seen our life, they lived it with us. They saw the shit they wasn't supposed to do. They saw the shit they was supposed to do and get into. You feel me?
But everybody
But
know right from wrong. Fuck that.
yeah,
but the world glorifies a lot of that shit. You know what I
yeah, because
mean?
it's like they get into the bag. They showing kids, oh, you can get to the
Oh,
bag by doing this, by acting like this, by showing
But
this
you could
kind of
get to the
content.
bag by getting to the books to get them scholarships to really get some of them people money so you could go ahead and live off they shit. Like
but
if a kid really want to be up there, listen to your parents because your parents ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong because we been there, done that, and we trying to set the tone so y'all could go ahead and sign y'all signature. We didn't know about credit. I had to learn
Look,
about credit as
I'm
I
gonna play
got
the devil's
older, trying to get
advocate.
my own shit.
I'm gonna play
but
the
they look
devil's advocate. I'm gonna play the
look
devil's advocate because sometimes you
similar
got
to
those
like
parents
NBA.
that's willing to sell their kids to the industry, that's
You
willing to
know what I
put their
mean?
kids out there like that.
Yeah, I ain't willing. I ain't one of those, and I'm gonna keep it real. My kids do a lot of shit that I don't agree with to this day. And what they say, foot to neck.
Yo, sorry, you can read that one.
Yeah. Do you think the kids are more into following parents' footsteps or more of an influencer footsteps? And is it right
Both.
to follow any footsteps? Yeah, it's both.
I
And
It's
I
think
feel
both
they're
like
quick to
because
follow. I think they're really quick to follow influencers more now than are their parents.
it's all right to use somebody else's life as a guide or to get, you know what I mean, inspiration or ideals, you know what I mean. But yeah, you're gonna have to take your own footsteps. If something that they doing helps you find what you're doing, that's one thing. But you shouldn't follow
Right. If it's just an influence, like
anybody's footsteps.
it's not you imitating them, it's not you trying to be like them. It's you finding something positive within their content that influence you to do your own creative thing, to find your own style, or vice versa. Now, if you're influenced by this person and you're trying to be that person, that's a different thing.
Or
Right,
you're
and then you
doing
gotta
dumb
think it's
stuff that
learned
you know is
behaviors.
out of line just because they do it. It's crazy, also. Because you're right.
It's learned behaviors because kids are sponges. They observe everything. They watch everything we do. They look and they pay attention to the things that they want to gravitate to. You may do some positive shit and they might pick up on the most negative thing you're doing. Don't know it's a survival technique or whatnot.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes they might, sometimes the kids that have the most terrible shit done to them, sometimes they got some good ass traits. You know what I mean? From all
And
that
they
shit.
come out on top. And they
Yeah.
not nothing like their parents. You can have a child that was born into a family who was mother and father addicted to crack cocaine, and they come out and become a star athlete, not addicted to drugs, got businesses. You know what I'm saying? So there's people that can get out of that cycle.
It's
There's
called
ways to get out of that cycle.
breaking generational curses. We
Exactly.
have
And it
done it.
takes us back to the community also because we have mentorships.
Right. And then they always say it take a village. So kids learn from everywhere. They learn they gotta like it.
They at
I'm more
school
upset
majority
that
of
my
their
kids like the
time.
street shit. But at the end of the day, I teach you guys about the books. I teach you if you do certain things and you focus on what you really want to do and you work hard for it, it's possible. I just show my
Right.
kids working. Selling candy, hustling, all that stuff. But at the end of the
Right.
day, kids they gravitate to that money, and they got these kids so brainwashed with the
Yeah.
jewelry, the clothes, and all that shit. When that shit don't mean shit, it's about the journey that you going through to get where you trying to be. It's the experience you
Right.
experiencing with people. Like
Like I
that's what
tell my
life is
kids all
about.
the time, you can't get everything in life like microwave. Sometimes you got to slow cook that shit in a crock pot. You feel me? Everything is not microwavable. If you want the fast cash and the jewelry and stuff, you're going to be on a fast track to death and jail. You feel me? You have to get it the right way. Put the good energy in there with the good intentions behind it, and you will be successful.
Amen to that.
Yeah. Man, I forgot what I was.
But we can go on and on and on and on about this topic. It's so many things we cover. It's a lot of things going on with parents and kids rebelling against their parent. And it's crazy because sometimes the parent that they with get the brunt of it when they're actually mad at the other parent. And you still have to navigate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cause I'm dealing with my one of my kids. His dad passed, but when my kid get angry, you're the reason. I'm not the reason. Nothing.
And as
You
far as
gotta understand that kids they have emotions, they have feelings, and they go through things as well. But if I'm doing everything to prevent you from going through anything, and you're making my task as a parent, which don't come with no handbook, harder, then what is a parent supposed to do when the kid just feel this way? Like I saw my kid go to therapy, all that. Like I'm gonna we're gonna do family therapy because at the end of the day, like kids need to
It's needed.
understand you're a kid. You gotta be a kid. You cannot tell me what to do. You're gonna do as told until you able to take care of your own. I was always taught if you think you grown, you better get out on your own.
Mm-hmm.
So here's another question. So your kids' safety when not around you, how do you feel about that? Like the schools being in control of your kids' safety due to them being in their care for those hours.
I
Because
think
now
that
they're starting to say that kids cannot bring their cellular devices into the school.
yeah, yeah, I think the
But they don't
schools.
need no phones at school. To be honest, school's supposed to be a
But
safe place for kids. But at the
it
same
should be a
time, it's
safe
some
place.
bad people.
Exactly, but I feel like the schools,
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind my kid having their phone in school because the notifications the school sent out be too late, be way too fucking late getting to me when
Exactly.
something's going on at the
Like
campus.
this
You
That's
happened.
a
feel me?
fact. lockdowns and all
Yeah,
that. Yeah, that's a
yeah.
You
fact.
feel me?
And
My kid can get on
Yeah.
video and can show me how they. Oh yeah, I'm safe. I'm on video. Boom. You feel me? Or they can have it on to where I can hear, or they can say, "Mom, some shit going down at the school. Get down here," or whatever. You feel me? Like I feel like they should have their school. They should have their phones, but only be able to use them during emergencies and breaks. Like we
I
have to
feel
figure
like
something
past
out
the period. Yeah.
because these
anytime black
kids.
people blindly trusted anything, it was doom. It was impending doom came near. Why do we trust these motherfuckers?
I'ma say
These
this.
motherfuckers ain't teaching motherfuckers the right shit. The
Right.
motherfucking schools are
We
straight
got teachers beating up on kids. We got teachers
up.
unaliving kids
And
on
plus,
campus.
they be racist. Like a lot of these motherfuckers be racist. The school structures, and outside of that, they're tied to the underground tunnels and that quote
And I'm
unquote
gonna tell you like this. That's where you teach your kids
XT.
instinct, know body language, watch people movements, watch how people touch you, watch how people act with you. I had an encounter with a receptionist at the school that was completely racist. Every time I walked in, she didn't want to serve me. But everybody has somebody over them. And no, the school is not made for our kids, because if you're going to tell the history, tell the correct history. Y'all are
Yeah,
who y'all are, a
it's
corporation
built like
which y'all
a
took
treasure.
over. We are casualty of war right to this day. And until you know your rights and
Yeah,
you go research on how to get your indigenous right, you're going to always be casualty of war because you're so accustomed of being a part of the corporation. Social security cards, when you have a baby, you signing your baby over when you do the birth certificate.
Yep.
They said that you
Check
were
them
dead on
signatures at the
arrival. They
bottom.
got black people laced. They got people listed under meat categories. If y'all really do the research on the birth
yeah,
certificate, the authenticating, man,
yeah.
That's
Bro,
what I'm
that mean we
saying.
shouldn't.
it's
Protect our
deeper
black
than
women
what
and
everybody
children.
said.
Protect our black men.
We
You know what I'm
use.
saying?
I mean, we use it accordingly, but don't trust none of this shit. Always be on your P's and Q's. You know what I mean?
Learn the
That's what the
information
fuck it
so you
means.
could learn the information. They're telling their part of the story, but research our parts of the story.
Right.
History, government is something that I advise all kids to get into because that's how you learn how the rules are passed in the state that you're in. We don't need to be worried about who the president. We need to be worried about the
Yeah,
legislator and all that stuff, the state
Right.
senator, who's in your state and
What's
who,
affecting our state?
and that's period point blank. But people don't realize that. Like the kids don't understand that. And I feel like some of the kids are awakening to certain things. Like the kids that
So
listen to Kendrick are awakening.
do you feel like we need to put metal detectors in the schools to keep kids from bringing weapons and stuff into the schools also? How do you feel about metal detectors in the
And
school?
school is made
Or
like jail. I don't feel too comfortable with school anyway because it's made off the jail system, the
look,
school
I mean,
bus
some
system.
schools
I,
are made from old prisons.
And that's a
I
fact.
think some of them. I think some of that shit was plotted, like psyops. Even if they was real,
Right.
I think that shit was playing. Like it
Right.
was like that shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
He talking about like all these,
These shootings and shit,
yeah,
like that shit. You know what I mean?
some
I,
They
of
I'm
them
wanted
not
that
gonna
ain't
shit to
got.
say
happen.
I ain't gonna say things be planned, but spirits do jump and energy do transfer, music do transfer energy, and you could brush a person in that person energy could get on you. I am a very particular on people touching me, brushing me, the music they play around me. Certain you just gotta pay attention. Like I just ask all kids to be aware. No, if you get a gut feeling that it ain't right, it's definitely might not be right. Follow your feelings.
Right.
Everybody has an intuition.
So, on a
You
respect, do you
shouldn't.
think your kids should respect any adult due to them being an adult, strangers, or should they act accordingly to the stranger behavior?
Act
We
accordingly to
respect
the stranger
everybody.
behavior,
You know.
but always show respect because you did never
Yeah.
know who you might encounter somebody and you out there being disrespectful for what? There's no need to be
Yeah.
disrespectful. If you come 10 feet in within anybody, you should speak. I was taught to always speak to my elders and respect my elders and open the door for my elders and stuff like that. All these new age kids is not taught that same shit.
But if you
I didn't
come
even
across
cuss
an
at all.
adult, if you come across an adult that's low vibrational and that's want to speak down to you and stuff, then what do
With
you
all due
do?
respect, let me go get my mama because my mama can handle that. Like I don't
That
even know you to
part,
be talking to me like
that
that.
part,
Like
because you know,
with
mama
all
take
due
care of
respect,
everything.
right. With all due
Well, you,
respect, I don't
you
even know you, and I ain't even finna get out my character. Let me call my mama. Or if your mama ain't present at the time, if your mama is present, then you hold on. Let me go get my mama because I ain't knowing what you on, and I ain't finna disrespect my elders.
Right.
Let me go get my mama for you.
like grown people shouldn't be talking to kids in a certain way anyway. If it's not their kids, you feel me?
Right. If you don't have a connection with that kid, no. But it do be kids out there. I see kids coming from school and I know your mama don't know you doing that shit. I say that shit to their ass fast. I'm
I
finna
be like,
call your
mind the
mama.
business that keep you and stuff like that. But I'm not fit to sit outside and watch kids beat up on other kids when I'm an adult and I can break them up.
Or I could, you could easily get a kid to go, they called the police. All you gotta say is the
Right.
po. They gonna get to scattering.
Exactly.
Like, and then,
Yeah, that's different.
it's just the go ahead.
I'm talking about where just an adult just coming down aggressively on a kid. You know what I mean? Without their parent around.
Is
You know
that
what I
kid
mean?
showing you gotta
Sometimes,
understand why a
sometimes,
person doing that.
nigga, sometimes these motherfucking parents that you be seeing that they just be bullying kids, and sometimes they be racist, and you know what I mean? Like
Not only that, sometimes you got those people that
they don't do that to
who
the
are
black kids. Nigga,
over touchy with your kids. You know what I'm saying?
I almost damn near said fuck these kids because I didn't seen a lot of disrespectful kids. I've been encountering a
And then
lot
when you
of
meet their
kids.
parent, you like, damn, they get it from their mama. You feel
I
me?
don't even say that. I be
yeah,
like, damn,
yeah.
your
Some of
mama
these
work a
people
nine to
do.
five. I know how hard your mama work. Cause some of the people that kids I know and I know they work, I'll be like, your mama don't know you doing that. I'm finna call your motherfucking mama on you. I'm telling on your ass. I don't give a fuck. I'm calling your mama because at the end of the day, she need to know what you doing. Like period, point blank. When my kids get in situations at school, oh, your kid had my kid doing it. Are you sure about that? How I know your kid ain't do it? You feel me? But people don't. It's about how you carry yourself on a respect level. Like at the end of the
Will
day, you gotta
y'all
give respect to get it.
will y'all fight beside your child even if they on the wrong side? Fuck
Hell
yeah.
yeah,
When
and
I
then
get
when I get
home,
home,
I tell
oh
them they
shit,
ass wrong.
right, got me out here fighting for no some bullshit you done
You
pulled
know, at
up.
the end of the day, it's my family against the fucking world. At the end of the day, and when we get our asses home, I'm gonna explain to you where you fucked up at. Let me tell you what you did wrong. You
And
know
why,
what I'm saying?
yeah, why that could have been handled a different way.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna run from no fight. Like
Mm-mm.
And what they say, ain't no killer
whether
without
it's
pussy.
in the
Birds be fine.
courtroom, whether it's in the fucking streets, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's on the phone, through online,
It's crazy because at
it's
the end
gonna
of the
be
day,
respectable until it get
I'm gonna be
disrespectable.
honest.
You know what
You
I'm
know,
saying?
if it's with a parent, like if it's like with a parent involved, if you can't you know what I mean? If it's with another parent in the child, if it's like on some shit like that, if you can't kill it with words, then the motherfucker wanted a problem anyway. You know what I mean?
I
So
mean,
it is what it
I
is.
will believe my kid until otherwise proven. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna believe my kid what they tell me, and I'm a fight for that truth. You know what I'm saying? But if it comes out like, no, this is what really happened and stuff like that, yeah, we're gonna take accountability. You feel me? We're gonna be grown and take accountability for our mistake.
What I'm
But at
saying
the
is
end of the
this:
day, I ain't just let
as
nobody try to
long
get one over mine.
And I'm gonna tell you like this: you gotta know your kid. You gotta know what
It-
your kid will and will not do. Because when you ain't around, you don't know how your kid acting. They might be loud, belligerent, acting a fool that you don't know they acting, and then get themselves into something. And now you gotta clean it up. But at the same time, you gotta make sure you understand that kid and let them know, like, I know you. I know if you did that. I know if you not. You had a kid. You will be connected to a kid. You will know when a kid
yeah,
like. I can look at my kids and be like, you know, that was a damn lie. I know you lying. And don't even do that shit again, because I'm gonna hit you all up in your head. You lie again.
yeah. What I'm saying is everything ain't a fight. You know what I mean? And if it is, it's because motherfuckers want it to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
I
Dang, you
enjoy.
guys.
I
We've been
enjoy
on
you
here for a
guys.
minute.
Yeah, we've been on here for 2 hours, and I appreciate you guys for having me on your platform. If y'all want to talk about the parent stuff, y'all can actually come see, because I'm gonna do a show about Nana and these kids.
Oh yeah, you know I'm gonna tune in for sure.
Because these kids, boy, kids keep you on your toes, and kids do stuff you least expect it. Like, my kids are unexpected people, and I'll be like, who the fuck taught you that? And why
Oh
did
my
that?
word.
Yeah, like,
Okay,
yeah.
this is gonna be our last question, and then we're closing out, you guys.
What will you do if your child sued you for what would you do if your child sued you for some reason, like for real, taking you to court? Ah,
Damn. We
why
couldn't
would
solve it out of court.
hold on. I seen I'm gonna send y'all a YouTube video that I watched. If my kids take me to the court, the 9 months I carried you, no charge.
I brought you into this world and you're gonna take me to court. But you know me, I'm always gonna go to my business mind. If it's something regarding business, then you got to do what you have to do and you have to prove yourself in court. I
Hey,
still
you
love
know, I
you, but
seen
you're gonna
something
have to
like that
prove
on the.
yourself in court. But if it's over something
You
petty, girl, bye.
I seen some shit like that on the television show, and I think the parent demolished them in court. Like the
I'm gonna
parent
tell you,
won.
you gonna take a parent to court. I'm most likely the judge is gonna be on the parent side, depending on the situation and the principle and how you act and how you talk to your parent. Because them judges don't be going for that. You want to sue your mama? They ain't going for that.
Right.
Unless
All the blood, sweat, and
actually the
tears through all the years.
What I say, the 9 months I carried you,
I
no
seen this
Right.
charge.
one.
Thank you
I said
guys for
because
having me. My
she told
iPad
her.
going dead.
Thanks for having me too.
Yep, thank you. I think say nine. I had to go and do something else. We was on here for like 2 hours and stuff. But sis, what you was saying, you was like you saw something. What?
It was a court case where the girl was suing her mom because she had told her that one of her boyfriends had touched her, like molested her or something, and the mom didn't believe her. So she had posted on Facebook, like, should a woman who claimed that somebody raped her and didn't go have to go to jail if they find out that it was a lie and stuff like that. So at first that's what the judge was saying, why are you suing your mom? And then once he got, they started telling the story, it was like, oh, okay, you just a shitty mom and you've been a shitty mom. And that's why I don't feel sorry for you. You're right. Your daughter's right. So it just
Well, in
depends.
that case, like I said, like I said from the beginning, I'm gonna believe my daughter hands down. What? What
Period.
nigga touched you? Who? What? When? Where? What? Okay. I'm calling my brothers right now. We finna to get to the bottom of this. Yeah, we gonna get his ass kicked before we call the police. I said it. Cause once we call the police, we ain't gonna be able to touch him. So yeah, I take that charge straight up. Straight up. I take that charge all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
But it's High Confessions 369. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you check out everybody's content platforms. Make sure you go to blinktvshow.com and log on and subscribe to that. Y'all, we finna get to work.
All right. In peace.
Mm.